Yo ho ho, mateys. Welcome back to the Extra Zone Arcade, and welcome back to the Sonic Speed Marathon. We're back on the Wii for the last time, I think. Yes, yeah, we're back on the Wii for the last time. We're gonna play some Sonic Colors. Let me fill the screen a little bit better here. And make sure that it's all properly cropped. Right, perfect. Sorry to the colorblind people. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, you know. The colorblind people will never get the true experience. I'm sorry for coming very late to the stream. We literally just started, so you're good. No worries, no worries. We're doing this on PC. Correction, we're doing this on Wii. We are, in fact, doing this on the Wii. OG, you know, keeping it original. So, yeah, here we go. Let's get it going. Now, I'm using the Pro Controller to play, which I would probably say is the best control method for this game. GameCube controller is valid as well, but I think Pro Controller is the best. You said stream ending? Dang. Hate to see it. Yeah, the stream was only 5 minutes today, guys. You know, we'll be back Tuesday, of course. Make sure to drop your follow below. But yeah, so here we go, Sonic Colors. Now we're gonna immediately go into a new game. And navigator off. So, you know, very different vibe this time around. You know, since literally Sonic Adventure, this is the first game to just start off the bat. No opening cutscene or anything. You're just thrown straight into the action, which, you know, I guess is cool. But, you know, I do like having a bit of a cheeky opening. Wait, I want that red ring, actually. Wait, hold on. Ooh. I don't think I got it. Whatever, just move on. Yeah, so Sonic Colors, basically, they were like, okay, what if we took Sonic Unleashed and removed the bit that people didn't like? So now, the entire game is basically just, you know, the same gameplay as the daytime levels from Sonic Unleashed. It's another boost formula Sonic game. So you got your boost, you got your homing attack, you got the stomp, you got grind rails, you can slide, quick step, all that stuff is there. Well, quick step is actually relegated to specific quick step sections. Same with the drift. But what sets this game apart is, well, you'll find out for those of you who obviously don't know or haven't played before. Play with motion controls? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Woo! Uh-oh. So that didn't happen. How did I even miss that anyway? I was in a 2D section. What the hell? Whatever. Anyway, that didn't happen. So anyway, guys, welcome to Sonic Colors. We're playing the first stage for the first time, of course. There was totally no attempt before this. Just, you know, Men in Black mind wipe moment, you know. Yeah, so here we go. First try. Let's do this. First Roger Craig Smith. Yes, so, one thing you might notice is Sonic's grunts and yeahs and ha's and everything. You know, they sound a little bit different this time. And that's because the voice cast has been switched again. So, yeah, as Josh said, Roger Craig Smith is the voice of Sonic, and he has been ever since this game. So, yeah, it's been 13 years of the Mad Lad. And honestly, I'm a big Roger Craig Smith fan. I like him a lot. Like, if I had to rank every like English Sonic voice, because I can't really speak on other languages too much. Ooh, what would I say? I would probably say last place is... I mean, last place is the voice from Sonic Schoolhouse. Right? It's got to be that one. Then just above that is... wait, the voice from CD is in English, so that doesn't count, right? The little... Yes! That was... The voice actor there was in English, were they? I don't know. I'm not going to count them. Then I'd say OVA voice. Like, he's cool, but not my favorite. Ooh, then I'd say Jaleel White. Jaleel White's very good. Then I go Devon Mack. He'll probably climb up, like, you know, as Sonic Prime continues, but for now he's there. Then I would say Ben Schwartz. Then I'd say Jason Griffith. Then Roger Craig Smith, and then what's his name? Ryan Drummond. Ryan Drummond is my favorite Sonic voice. Roger's first time voicing Sonic was in a theme park. Correct. Yeah, he did Sonic's voice for, I believe it was Alton Towers, which was before Sonic Freeriders came out, which was the first voice to have Roger Craig Smith playing Sonic, which that sentence didn't make sense, but sure. Freeriders came out. Freeriders came out first. Yeah. But mainline Colors was the first, yes. Woo! And, you know, obviously if Sonic was voiced in Sonic 4, Roger Craig Smith would have probably been in that game as well, so, yeah. Although, funnily enough, actually, All-Stars Racing released also in 2010. There were a lot of Sonic games in 2010. You know, we got Freeriders, we got Sonic 4, we got Colors DS, and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and in that game just recycles Jason Griffith voice clips, which technically makes that the last game we hear his voice in. But obviously Black Knight was the last, you know, game where he recorded new lines for it, obviously. So I'm guessing by the time All-Stars Racing was in development, they were already like switching the voices out, or, you know, recasting. Alton Towers Sonic themed bedrooms looked cool. They did. I wish I could have gone, but again, I didn't get into Sonic until like a little bit after, and I don't know when the ride exactly shut down, but it must have been not too long after like Generations came out, because I looked it up and I don't think it was available back then. So anyway, here's the first cutscene after 2 levels. Wee wee. Oh, why are we doing this on Wii and not Ultimate? I just kind of felt like it, honestly, because to be honest, like it feels like it fits with the timeline of, you know, going through the games as they came out, you know. Like, I don't mind Colors Ultimate. I actually think it's fine. And in some respects, I even prefer it, but I wanted to stick with Wii so that we can show more of that actual, like, progression of the franchise. So yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Wow, plot or not, can't be mad at this view. This place has taken beauty to the next level. I'm just surprised that it was so easy to sneak in here.
I wouldn't say it was that easy.
I also wouldn't say that you snuck in. I mean, you took the elevator that was placed there for people to get up here. Like, that's not really sneaking. You took the intended path. Sonic Spinball left in 2016. Oh, really? It was there for that long? Damn. I never got to go, though, which was, yeah.
Crazy fast acceleration.
You call this fast?
But I remember looking it up a while back and seeing that it wasn't available. That was actually probably like maybe 5 years ago. So yeah, it would have been gone for a bit by then. But yeah, they should bring it back. They should bring it back. Or you know what? They should just do a whole Sonic theme park. Like, I know it's a lot of money, but I don't doubt that they would do that if they had the money.
But it makes my head feel like it wants to.
And, you know, Sonic series is kind of on an upwards trajectory these days, so I think we'll live to see a Sonic theme park. It was originally part of a 3-year Sega sponsorship of Alton Towers, but they renewed the contract for another 3 years, which made it a 6-year run. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm sure of what I'm gonna do. Hey, what's going on? Huh? Whoa!
Now, see, here's something interesting. Like, you know, I don't want to always bring up Twitter arguments and whatnot, because, you know, that just gets annoying. Silver, man, I literally am Silver. Like, I'm literally real life Silver. I'm literally him. Let's do Extra Zone Arcade. That's us. Alright, there we go. So yeah, now we can make our save file. One thing I want to say though is that, yeah, I don't want to bring Twitter arguments and stuff like that too much into these. But here's the thing, right? Like, people always complain about Sonic being out of character in this game, but I really don't think he is. Because, like, that line, I think, encapsulates Sonic well. He's like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I know what I'm gonna do. And he goes and saves the guys that look like they're being bullied. Like, that's a very Sonic thing to do right there. Like, I don't really think that's out of character. But, I don't know. People like to complain about really stupid stuff. It's just best to ignore these discussions most of the time, because they're not really discussions, they're just people arguing for the sake of arguing. Like, that's something you gotta remember about Twitter, is that Twitter is not the place for nuance or actual, you know, thoughtful discussions. It's literally just a place for people to air out their anger about things that they don't like. And, you know, they don't want to hear another opinion about it. Woo! But yeah, so the Laser Wisp is the first laser, or the first wisp. But it is also a laser. That we get to use in the game, and you know, the game refers to them as color powers, so the abilities they have are the color powers. Laser basically lets you point in a direction and shoot off in a beam of light, and you can use this to defeat enemies or reflect off of objects or do other miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, this is basically what sets this game apart. It's the game's selling point, is basically this power-up system they've got. And I think wisps are actually pretty fun in this game. Like, they add an interesting layer of depth to the gameplay, and definitely are really fun to use, especially when it comes to doing S ranks. Because funnily enough, the S ranks, you know, despite this game being pretty easy and chill for the most part, the S ranks are actually pretty tough in this game, and you gotta really utilize the wisps as much as possible in order to get the higher ranks. So, you know, it makes for definitely some interesting gameplay here. So I like them a lot, but, you know, I won't deny that they were definitely overused after this game, and they probably should have just left it at this. And, you know, also the quality of the wisps themselves definitely decreased from game to game, so they're really at their best in this game, which, you know, is unfortunate, but, you know, I like them here. And that's the end of the level. Alright. I like watching the cutscenes in Japanese. I don't know how different the Japanese script is. One thing I will say though is that I do think the story is definitely better on the DS version, because they have a lot more characters there, and you actually get to do side quests and stuff for them as well. So I appreciate that about the DS version. I would actually say the DS version is just about on par with the console version for me. I like them both a lot. Both versions are very good games. If Dreaming had multiplayer, what would you do? Co-op heist. Because who's gonna stop me? It's my dream. we could make bank, and it'd be funny. Why not? Call it payday up in here. Alright, so one thing you'll notice about this game though is each world actually has 6 acts, which means you get some mini challenges here in the form of like much shorter levels. So this is one of them. They really want you to use wisps for some of these shorter levels for the ranks. But yeah, there are some pretty short ones. So really the challenge there is just like finding red rings, getting S rank, and, you know, doing the 100% stuff. So yeah, you know, a lot of people think it's padding, but I don't really mind it. It's whatever. There are definitely some levels that are very egregious with that though, which we'll get to. Questions for everyone. Question for everyone, by the way. Oh, the dreaming thing, right? Install a mod menu in the dream. Now that would be awesome, because then you can select what to dream, and you can add additions to it, like free DLC. I do what Zamasu did. That's crazy. I find it funny how the laser wisp is one of, if not the last wisp, unlocked in DS. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. The first one is burst in DS, I'm pretty sure. Yin Yang. The last Sonic game to have a difficult S rank. Yeah, it kind of was, really. Yeah, you're right. Because Generations is mad easy, honestly. Like, you can take, like, 5 minutes on a level and, like, finish with no rings, but as long as you don't die, you'll get the S rank. Like, it's crazy easy in that game. And obviously Frontiers has a lot of very easy S ranks as well. That is unless you're playing Extreme Mode. Extreme Mode does fix that. So, yeah. And what else was there? Lost World didn't even have a ranking system, did it? Pretty sure it didn't. Or maybe it did, but I think it was for time attack only. I want to say, yeah, I think the ranking was a time attack thing in Lost World. I'm pretty sure, but it wasn't in the main game. Nice. The Japanese script is better. Japanese is totally different. Yeah. I haven't really looked into it though. But you know, I'm sure it's a little bit better because also this game, obviously, as a lot of people know, the writers changed. So you know, they hired new writers to basically work on the Sonic franchise, and they did from this game up until I believe Team Sonic Racing was the last game that they did. And it's Ken Pontac and Warren Graf, or as the fan base calls them, Pontaf. Their writing is very hit and miss, mostly miss. Especially in the case of mainline Sonic games. Like, this game I don't think is too bad, because I think for the most part they didn't really write the script. I think they were more like translating it than outright, you know, writing it and really doing all of that. But I think for like Lost World, they were the ones who wrote the game primarily, if I'm not mistaken. How do I get out of here? Can I wall jump? Oh, that works. And I think Forces might be the same, but I'm not sure. I think they might have done all of Forces. But yeah. So, like, you know, their writing for stuff like Sonic Boom isn't bad, but I think for the mainline titles, yeah, I'm kind of glad that they're not doing them anymore. Pontaf also wrote for Happy Tree Friends. Yes, I remember hearing about that fact, and I was like, there's no way. They couldn't have gotten anyone, like, less appropriate. And also, you know, allegedly they didn't know anything about Sonic before writing for the series, so I don't know why they picked them instead of one of the various people who were working on stuff like comics or maybe even some of the TV shows at the time. Because at least those people had worked with Sonic, so they kind of knew what to do with the characters and whatnot. But yeah. I didn't really mention Generations though, and the reason is because Generations barely even has a plot to begin with. There's barely any story, and there's not that many cutscenes, so there wasn't really much they could do there. Granted, what's there isn't bad, but, you know, there's just not a lot of it to go around. So yeah. The one thing that I think Generations missed on was just not doing anything with the story, because, like, that concept was just so cool. Like, classic and modern Sonic joining forces, like, that's awesome. And obviously, you know, a lot of media does that now, like with the whole, you know, obviously multiverse stories are a big thing these days, but, you know, back then, like, that was cool. Back then, that was cool as hell. But they just didn't do a lot with it. And even the 3DS version is basically the same plot. So they didn't even remedy it like the way they kind of did with this game, where the DS version is better. No plot in Gens, but it was still peak. Yeah. Literally a peak game, but they just needed a little more story. They just needed a little more story. You know? Like I would have wanted a cutscene where, like, classic Sonic interacts with the Chaotix. Or something like that, you know. But we don't really get it.
23, 24, 25.
I recommend watching Japanese cutscenes of the 2010s games. I've watched SA2. I think SA2 is the only Japanese dub I've seen.
That'll be easier. Cheeseburgers don't run as fast as them little alien varmints.
Sonic calls Infinite a masked bastard in the Force's Japanese dialogue. I knew about that, yeah.
Y'all want fries with that?
Oh, got the McDonald's. See, look, I guess Cubot got him too.
Precious little alien.
Hold on a minute. You're Knuckles the Chaotic. Hold on a minute. You're the Knuckles Chaotix from the Knuckles Chaotix 1995. No, in reality, he would have said,
Who you calling nothing?
do you get the joke?
He means the boss said nothing will stop me, and Sonic here is going to stop him. It's like the boss was calling Sonic nothing.
Great. I thought nobody would get that.
See, okay.
You're so smart.
Now that kind of stuff right there, that kind of joke right there, I get why people don't like it.
At least I know he won't screw it up.
Like, it's a little too goofy, you know? I hate this cutscene.
Guess it's time for me to start stopping.
Also, that line.
I get it.
Yeah, I definitely get why people don't like the dialogue in this game, but, like, honestly, I don't think it's anywhere near as, like, atrocious as people will make it out to be. Like, people pretend like the dialogue in this game killed their whole family, and I don't understand it. To be fair, though, I grew up on this, so, like, it could be that as well. It could really just be that as well. I heavy grew up on this game. Oh, so yeah, that was the first boss. We already beat him. Woo! All the way around. Alright, nice. So that was easy. Sonic should still say let's juice at least once. Doesn't he say... Oh no, he doesn't say let's juice. He says let's do it to it in Frontiers, which I was like, hey, I get that reference. I remember when he used to say that. Colors was my first Sonic game. Wow. Good game to start with, honestly. The plot for the game is good. It's only the English dialogue that ruins it. Even then, I don't think it's that bad most of the time. Like, yeah, there's definitely some pretty cringe lines here, but like, it's really not that bad. Like, again, people pretend like the dialogue massacred their family or something, and I don't understand it. And it's really not even that different than some of the stuff we were getting in the 90s. Like if you think about the old Sonic cartoons from back then, like, the dialogue kind of fits with that, like, a lot. Like, it's really not all that different from what we were getting there. So, like, I don't know. People pretending like this was some new direction or something like that, or something that, you know, Sonic shouldn't be is kind of stupid, because, like, you know, we had stuff like this prior to this game. Like, it didn't come out of nowhere.
Wisps?
No, wisps with a W.
Yeah, I'll just stick with aliens if that's okay with everybody.
Sonic breaks the fourth wall.
Oh, sure. So anyway,
Not only that as well, though, but, like, you know, stuff like Sonic Unleashed, like, that definitely started some of the, like, background humor elements, like what they were doing just there, like the little gestures and stuff like that. Like, Unleashed kind of had moments like that. So, like, acting like that stuff started here is kind of stupid.
I was running around trashing robots. I saw a map that had
Like, it was a gradual change that got to this point.
and maybe save some aliens.
Like, more than people like to admit. Because people are so obsessed and hell-bent on being like, you know what, we need to separate Sonic into eras. We need to have, like, hard cuts for where an era for Sonic ends and where one begins and stuff. And so they decided that because the dialogue is, like, more lighthearted in this game, that it should be in a different era. And it's like, it doesn't really Doesn't really work like that. The era of the Miles Electric. See, that was also in Sonic Unleashed. That also started in Sonic Unleashed. Use the light amplification by stimulated emission radiation. See, that you know, that video is actually how I found out that laser was an acronym. I actually had no idea before that. Is that just me, or was that anyone else? Sonic Boom was more funny than this. Oh yeah, Sonic Boom was definitely a lot better written, like humor-wise. Okay, so this is the second world in the game, Sweet Mountain. And as you can see, everything's covered in candy, and it's real sweet. Also, there's an alternate path here, for those of you who maybe didn't know about that. But of course I did, because I'm a seasoned Sonic Colors veteran. I knew it before. I mean, like, it's one of those things where you hear it said as an acronym so much that, like, if you didn't know prior to that, it's like actually surprising to find that out. Like, I was genuinely in shock watching that video. I was like, there's no way. So yeah, here's our next new Wisp, the Drill Wisp, and basically it lets you burrow underground, and also if you hold down the B button, you can boost. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It allows you to find some secrets and red rings and other stuff, and obviously, the longer you use color powers, the bigger your bonus is going to be. So, you know, you'll want to do that when you're looking to get ranks, because you know ranks are very dependent on points in this game, very dependent. So yeah, Jet educated me on acronyms. He did. He also just has like the funniest like Sonic meme videos out there. They're great. They're very well made. Like, I love low quality memes, but sometimes like high quality, well produced memes are also just as good. Also, this game was Return of the Egg Pawns. Yeah, it was, yeah. Very brief return, though, because, I think, yeah, after Lost World, they replaced them with the, they stopped using them, and they replaced them in Forces with the generic-looking ones. Ow! Well, that frickin' hurt. And obviously, Frontiers didn't have any Egg Pawns, because, you know, there were no Eggman robots at all. Which I was just thinking about that, like, other than the storybook games, I mean, you know, if you even count those as mainline, I mean, again, I personally do, which is why we played them. But yeah, other than those, Frontiers is the only mainline Sonic game to basically not have an Eggman boss fight at all. Which is very strange. And it doesn't look like Update 3 is going to change that at all. Because, you know, it looks like Eggman is very much on your side for that. Hold up. Okay. Nice. I actually remember when I was going for S ranks, this stage in particular is actually pretty difficult. I'm going to kill you. I played this on my phone. Sonic Colors? I guess you could actually. There is a mobile version of Dolphin. Sonic Forces has the Egg Pawns, they just have a different design. Yeah, the generic ones that I mentioned, they're not great. It's like, what if we took Egg Pawns and just removed all of the personality? Cyberspace has Eggman robots? Yes. Yes, it does. I forgot about that. But yeah, what Eggman robots does it have? It's got, okay, there's Motobug, Buzz Bomber, Crab Meat. Who else? That's kind of it, isn't it? Oh wait, they got spinies, they got grabbers. What else? What else? What else? Egg Robo. I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, Chopper. There's Choppers as well. Yeah. You flirt and kiss, and for what? Sex? Love? Pathetic. My god. What is bro waffling about? Oh my god, the frames are a-dropping. The frames are a-dropping right now. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at that. Okay, why did that guy just blow up like that? That was very odd to watch that happen right in front of my eyes. Okay. Look at the giant burger. Ah, I should have gone under. Whoops. Whatever. It don't really matter. Alright. If you do it, to level your charisma stat, you may pass. I have no idea what you're talking about. The frames for real just like completely tanked there. I think the full list of Bandits and Frontiers is Motorbug, Buzz Bomber, I struggle to say that so much. Buzz Bomber, Egg Robo, Buzzer, Chopper, Crab Meat, Grabber, and Spiny. Which one is Buzzer? Oh, Buzzer is the purple version, right? Buzzer's the purple one. The replacement for Buzz Bomber from Sonic 2. Wait, which is the purple one? No, Buzz Bomber is the purple one. Buzzer is the yellow one. Uneducated? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you referencing something? I don't get it. The one in Emerald Hill. Yeah, the Emerald Hill one is the yellow one, isn't he? Woo! Also, look, this game has momentum. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so now we get introduced to our third Wisp, the Rocket. And yeah, Rocket's cool. So basically, he lets you shoot up real high into the air, and you come back down by free falling, like so. You can also use it again mid-air, but I think the second time you use it, it doesn't put you into a free fall. It just makes you, you know, fall. Okay. Woo! Alright, here we go. And I'm assuming buzzers are coming back in Superstars. Are they? Whoa, almost freaking fell off right there. Alright. Whoa. Okay, here we go. The Eggman PA announcements are genuinely so good. Oh yeah, they are. They're actually really funny. Like I would recommend I'd recommend if you haven't looking up like there's compilations of it online because they're very difficult to hear in game. because, you know, there's a bunch of sound effects, and there's also music playing and other stuff, and also the further away you get from certain areas, the quieter it gets. Like, he was talking right there, but because I boosted away from it, it faded out. So yeah, it can be really difficult to hear them, so definitely look them up in your own time. Because I don't think the game itself has anywhere where you can, like, re-listen to them, but yeah, they are out there. But yeah, there's some very funny ones. There's some very funny ones. Rocket Raccoon. Not sure, since buzzers appear in more modern games, even though they're a classic badnik. Yeah. Okay, so I'd say this one here is probably the first, like, controversial level. And by that I mean, like, one thing that's very controversial about this game's level design is there are a lot of levels where you are just kind of required to stand around and wait for a lot of things to happen. And yeah, this level is one of the levels that does that. So yeah, it's definitely not the best. Yeah, there's a lot of pressing switches and then waiting to go and press another switch and stuff like that, basically. That people aren't really a fan of, and you know, I get it, but these levels aren't like. These levels aren't too abundant, and honestly, they're over pretty quickly for the most part, so I don't think they're that bad. But yeah, one thing I will say, though, is that this game definitely does have a bit of a pacing issue, despite it obviously not being that long. So yeah. You know. The castle is in unacceptable condition. I'm not going to do his voice, but I get the reference. Also, did I seriously just fall off of that? I actually believe Colors is the first modern game to use buzzers. Weren't they in Unleashed? No, those are spinners. Those are spinners. Spinners are different. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Which one? Wii Sports Series or Sonic Olympics Series? That's a good question, actually. Ooh. I think the Olympic Games are better, but they definitely fell off harder. They definitely fell off harder. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. I have more of an attachment to the Olympic Games because obviously I love Mario and Sonic. Those are my two favorite franchises. So like having them together was great. But yeah, those games definitely fell off. Like after 2012, it never reached that height again. Like the games progressively got better, and like until 2012 was the best one, and then like after that they just fell off. Like, 2014 was, like, the worst one in the whole series. Like, that one was awful. 2016 was better, but still not very good. And 2020 was okay. It was just okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We ain't done question of the day for a while. We did one, like, for the Black Knight stream, I think. I keep forgetting to do it because I'm like, I don't know. I gotta keep remembering to do it. Oh, what would it be? You know what? Let's just make that the question of the day. Wii series or Mario and Sonic Olympics, which is better? That'll be the question of the day. Because that is a pretty good question, and I think it could change pretty wildly depending on who you ask. Colors is also the first game with the sprinkler. The sprinkler is the guy that poops out the rings at you, isn't he? And then they brought him back for Generations, and I think he was in Lost World. And Forces. He was in Forces as well. Actually, was he in Lost World? I don't remember. You know, I gotta admit, you know, I don't go back to play Sonic Lost World very often. I know, what a crime. It's almost like that game is kind of arse. And not actually, not even kind of arse. It just straight up is. Horrible game. Okay. Honestly though, Sonic Lost World is like one of the few Sonic games where like when I first played it, I actually liked it a lot. But now I actually just can't stand it. I mean, we'll see how it goes for this marathon. It's been a bit since I last played it. But yeah. I remember when I first played it, I actually genuinely did like the game, but I think it's horrible now. I think it's bad. Like, as in one of the worst mainline games in the series. Like, that bad. Also, I don't have the next Wisp, so I can't do anything with this. Wii Sports better. Wii Sports is crafted by the gods. I never got the Wii Sports hype. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I never got the Wii Sports hype. I'm not even trying to be a contrarian or anything, but like, I don't think the game is really all that. Wii Sports Resort though is much better. Wii Sports Resort is where it's at. But OG Wii Sports, it's meh. It's whatever. Like, it's fun for an hour, and then you kind of just seen everything after that. No sports game can be better than the Wii one. I mean, hey, at least it ain't Switch Sports. Switch Sports, I mean, I don't even know what the hell they were cooking with that. Like, oh yes, let's release the game without golf and then put it in the game 6 months later as a free update. Like, sure, it's just blatantly not even finishing the game at that point. They just blatantly didn't even finish the game. You're actually correct. Those are all of the Sprinklers game appearances. Oh, nice. I got something right. Cool. Okay, wait, hold on. If I boost through that, I can get it. There we go. So you gotta work smarter, not harder. Boom, get tripped up, buddy. And boost. Da-da-da-dum. Ow! Hey, hey, This game's soundtrack is baller, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. I mean, you can just listen for yourself. Like, it's fire. Oh, it's not that part yet. Where am I going? Alright, there we go. Woo! Around the donut and into the goal. Easy. Bitch, that was the birth of Excalibur. That's how peak it is. See, it's not like peak. Like, the Wii had so many good games. Like, so many good games. Like, when I think of peak Wii games, I think Mario Galaxy, I think Metroid Prime 3, I think Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know, I don't think Wii Sports. I think Sonic Colors.
If I was an alien in need of saving,
Where would I be?
Experience has taught me to investigate anything that glows.
What experience taught him that? I'm curious about that. I love how the egg hammers from Heroes are in Colors DS.
Problems is to kick robots.
You mean the big guys? Yeah, they are. My favorite part was actually was you could use the Void Wisp to like swallow them whole, which was awesome. And please don't take that out of context. I just realized what I said.
Somehow I knew you'd say that.
And the flappers. Hey yo, the flappers. Who's up flapping right now? Fun fact of the day, I'm 100 kilometers from your location and approaching rapidly. Stop running. Listen, man, I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree about Wii Sports. You know what? I'm actually going to take it a step further. Wii Party was actually peak. Wii Party absolutely solos Wii Sports. That game was actually fire. Like, sitting down playing that game on a nice evening with friends is like, there's like nothing better than that. It's like the perfect Saturday game night game to just bust out and like have a time with. Oh, so I didn't get to use my drill. So now I have to knock this guy out the real way. I'm launching the kaiju. Oh god, I shouldn't have said it. Captain Jelly is the weirdest Eggman robot he's made. Like, why did he make him? I'm not even convinced Eggman did make this guy. I think this guy made himself. He willed himself into existence. But what actually is his purpose? Is he like... Is he like the tour guide for this attraction or something? That's my guess. Alright. I feel like pirates showed up a lot during this period for Sonic. Like, we had Sonic Rush Adventure, we had the pirate level in Secret Rings, and then this. Like, I feel like there were a lot of pirates. Like, in the late 2000s and early 2010s. Am I the only one who gets Rush Adventure vibes from Captain Jelly? Wow, literally. I guess you're not the only one, because I just said that. There you go. But yeah, so he does give that vibe. He does give that vibe. Hot take, by the way. Rush Adventure is the best Rush game.
Hey, Tails. It's the BBBE.
Oh god.
Boss beating ever.
Cue people getting irrationally angry at that for some reason. Like, look, it's definitely cringe, but it's not like I'm gonna stop saying it. I'm gonna stop saying it.
So anyway, these aliens.
But the thing is that we're playing these games and we're talking about them in hindsight, and obviously, you know, it's important to bring up that this game has definitely, you know, when it came out, this game was very, like, highly regarded. Like, it was like, you know, people were like, this is the best game since Sonic Adventure 2, or some even saying it was the best since the classics. And, like, here's the thing, it's like nowadays, this game is just looked on, like, so unfavorably, especially in the fan base. Like, people hate this game now. Like, you get clowned on if you say you like this game.
Baldy nose hair.
And also that.
I've heard all day. I gotta remember.
Yeah, Baldy nose hair comes back a couple times, but it's, you know, it's a thing. I also think the lore reason that he guards the generator is the same with all the bosses.
Mammal? An evil dolphin?
What was the lore reason again?
Oh, an evil purpose.
That's good intel. Keep working on it.
They might have just said it, but I wasn't really paying attention.
To find Baldy McNosehair, of course. I'm totally calling him McNosehair.
He added the muck in there, by the way. At first it was just Baldy Nosehair, but now it's Baldy McNosehair. They changed Baldy Nosehair to Baldy McNosehair. Yeah. Weird. We're like on the same wavelength right now, I feel like. Same brain moment. Alright, so here's Starlight Carnival. Probably one of, if not the most impressive set piece on the entire Wii's library. Like, how they pulled this off is genuinely insane to me. Like this is easy. Like this is like the most graphically impressive level in the entire game. Like this is crazy to be running on the Wii right now, and at a solid frame rate, might I add, and at a solid frame rate. Like, they did some wizardry with that. Also, very minimal popping. Very minimal. Like, as in, you won't even notice it. But unfortunately, the majority of the level actually takes place indoors, so that didn't really last too long now, did it? But anyway, now we got our next new wisp here, and this time it's the cube wisp. And as you can see, it can smash these blue coins into blue blocks. Which, you know, this wisp is probably my least favorite. Just because I feel like it gets the least practical application, and also it just kind of grinds the pace down to a halt when you activate it. So, yeah, it's not my favorite, but, you know, it's not bad. Like, I will say, I think the worst wisps in this game still absolutely solo, like, the best ones from even, like, Sonic Lost World. I'd much rather use these. Because at least the levels feel like they're actually designed around them. You know. Alright. Yeah, so here's a quick step section again. Again, I kind of explained how the quick step and drift work, but they're context sensitive. They happen in specific circumstances. Really, so yeah. Look at all them cool quick step bonuses. Sonic probably made it his own to make the Lythero combo, but Sonic. My god. Roger Craig Smith is the announcer for Colors. Yeah, he is. I actually didn't find that out until recently. But you know, the man's got range. Why did I go backwards? Okay, there we go. But yeah, no, the dude's got range. He can do all kinds of voices, and very well. He's a very talented individual. Which is why I do not tolerate Roger Craig Smith slander, okay? Alright, red ring acquired. I like the announcer. He's great, he's great. Like, this game has a lot of charm to it. It's definitely, it's like, you know, there's definitely a lot of like personality here, which I just think makes this game very cool. Okay. Woo! Alright, made it through. I don't know how there's a gravitational pull right here, but sure. We can skydive into that, why not? Hey. So, you know, yeah, so far the best I've been able to do is an A rank, which, you know, yeah. You gotta work for S ranks in this game. You gotta work for them a little bit. Imagine if in Gen's classic Sonic skills are more of modern Sonic's skills generated to 2D. Like boost replacing spin dash or light dash existing and other good shit. That would just make it Sonic Rush, which I wouldn't be complaining. Like, Sonic Rush gameplay is actually so good. The level design, on the other hand. That's where that's where I start having some complications, I can't lie to you. But the control is very good. Level design is better in Rush Adventure. Which is why I would say that that's the best out of the 3 Sonic Rush games, because yes, Sonic Colors is basically Sonic Rush 3. And you know, Sonic Generations 3DS is basically just Sonic Rush 4. But they won't tell you about that. They won't let you know about that. But I will. I'm not a coward. I'll tell you how it is, and that is how it is. Cube. Ah, that guy shot me. I lost my This freaking guy. What a clown. Dave the Intern is Roger's best character. Wait, does he voice him as well? What the hell? Oh yeah, you know what? I'm hearing his voice now. Kind of. I'm reaching into my memory banks to hear his voice, and I think, yeah, I can kind of hear it. Now that you mention it. The voices in my head are getting louder. It's Eggman's Gravitron 3000 trademark? Yes. And to top it off, the boost animation is the peel out. That'd be neat. Like in Sonic Mania, where you're running at top speed. That'd be dope. Honestly, I do like that they're separating classic and modern in the sense of like classic Sonic gets the 2D games, modern Sonic gets the 3D. But one thing that is regrettable about that is that we're probably not gonna ever get another game like Sonic Rush or Sonic Advance. Which that definitely is a shame, but I mean if it helps for, you know, if it helps the brand to be more, you know, consistent and digestible for, you know, outsiders, then like I don't think that's an issue. Well, that just happened. Because yeah, I mean, you know, if you think back to like 2016 or whatever, like there were basically 3 versions of Sonic all running around at the same time. Like you had modern Sonic, you had Boom Sonic, you had classic Sonic. And it was all very much like a mess. You know? And I mean, technically we have that now, just replace Boom Sonic with Movie Sonic, but the difference is, you know, Movie Sonic is presented to be an entirely different character with like a whole different design and everything. You know, different voice actor, different like animation style and everything. But Sonic Boom was like, to an average person, that just looks like Sonic, but he's just like, you know, maybe a little bit older or something. You know. So that, you know, that there wasn't enough of a clear. Oh, okay. There wasn't really enough of a clear distinction in brand to, like, you know, really warrant that being a whole separate part of the franchise, which is kind of why they stopped doing it. And on top of the fact that, you know, obviously, it lost them a lot of money. The whole Boom thing lost them a shit ton of money. As in, damn near bankrupt kind of loss of money. It was not good. But they're recovering. They're, you know, it's been a long road, but they're recovering, finally. But yeah, no, the whole Boom thing was just so unfortunate. It just, you know. And it all happened because of ignorance. They were like, you know, we can frickin'. We need to appeal to. We need to make something more appealing to younger Western Sonic fans, which, you know, doesn't make any sense at all. Because, you know, that's the crowd that Sonic was the most popular with, so like, why did they need to appeal to a crowd that they were already appealing to? I have no idea. But, you know. Tis what it is. Roger does indeed voice Dave the Intern. He voiced a ton of characters in Boom. Huh, interesting. I wonder if it's a regular show type situation, because, like, I didn't know he did, like, 90% of the voices in regular show until recently as well. And I was like, god damn. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like 70% of the characters in that show are, like, are voiced by him at least. At least. He's a very talented voice actor. If you were to choose the Dragon Ball technique and transformation, which would it be? Ooh. That's a good one, cause like I would say my favorite transformation is probably my favorite transformation is probably SSJ4. But I don't know if I'd pick that. I don't know if I'd pick that. Let me think. Maybe blue. Maybe blue. And then and then ability. I think I said ability before. I think instant transmission. It's so useful. Just being able to just teleport is great. Like teleportation is just ridiculously useful in like literally every scenario. Like obviously assuming that you can't like teleport into a wall or something, like, you know, obviously that would be stupid, but yeah. I remember Sega botched Boom's reveal, and for months people thought it was a series reboot. Yes, I remember that too. I remember that too. Like, because I think, okay, other than like Sonic Lost World and I think Sonic 4 Episode 2, Boom was like the first major Sonic game that I like remember the hype cycle for, that I was like really there for, like from start to finish. And like I remember everyone was shitting themselves because they were like, man, this is going to be a reboot. They were doing so good with all the games up until now. What's going on? But I actually distinctly remember like being like, this ain't going to be a reboot. There's no way they're that stupid. Like at 10 years old I was saying that, and you know, I turned out to be right, but they were also still stupid with it. So I mean, but you know, and part of it was probably also just, you know, me coping because I didn't like it. But yeah, I remember when that silhouette came out though, and everybody flipped their shit. Everybody flipped their shit. That was a time to be alive for sure. Man, the boom. I will forever remember the Boom era. I will forever remember that era. It was, you know, not for good reasons, mind you, but I think I'm always gonna remember how that whole thing went down. Like it was just one of those things where you just had to be there for the, like, the depression was palpable. The depression was absolutely palpable at the time. But yeah, so what we just saw there was another new Wisp power-up. I believe that's our 5th one by this point, which is the hover ability, which lets you, you know, hover, obviously, as it says on the tin. But you can also lightspeed dash next to a trail of rings, which isn't the only power-up in this game that gives Sonic a previous move that he's had. So yeah. Also, I love this part of this level because it's just this random like open area where you can like freely run around. And honestly, out of all the boost games, I think Sonic's like ground control in this game when he's not boosting is actually the best in this game for some reason. Like his standard running controls are actually really good in this game compared to like some of the other boost games. Question for everyone: Super Saiyan Rose and Hakai would be cool. Not Hakai, Flight. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, good run, good run. I'm gonna probably start skipping these smash the goal thing, smash the ranking thing after, for now. Fun fact, the Void Wisp appears in the final cutscene in the Wii version. Oh yeah, it does, the CG cutscene, yeah. Which is interesting because it's not in the opening, and the opening is... But the opening, it does have a different version for DS. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. It's interesting that they didn't just use a, or didn't just make a new one for that. But then again, that would require making like a lot of different cutscenes. So I get it. And then obviously for Ultimate, they just didn't bother doing the Jade Wisp at all. The Burst Wisp is also in that cutscene. Yeah. Best Wisp. Ooh. That's a tough one, actually. I think honestly it's Laser. I know that's like such a basic answer. But I think it works so well as like a just get from point A to point B tool. So like it's fun to use to go fast, but it's also fun to use with like some of the level design and puzzles they do with it. So yeah, probably that. Probably that. They re-rendered the intro for the DS version. Wait, really? If they did that, why not just... Oh, yeah, you know, I guess, you know, it would take extra work, but... You know, because they'd actually have to make the models and animate the different wisps and stuff.
Indeed I could, but I'm right here behind this generator. That's it, Hedgehog. Stand there and be a nice little target.
Tails, is that you humming?
Sonic, look out!
It shows different wisps when Sonic is running at the start. And different wisps like Burst and Void get their own spot. Oh yeah, they do. Wait, did I literally just say that they do? I'm stupid. Wait, I don't know. Did I say that they do or don't? I can't even remember now. I'm losing my mind. I might have early onset dementia. I have no idea. What is this? This is Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii.
Go ahead while you can.
Oh, I will. In fact, the only way to make this better would be to have you two fight.
Come on, Tails. Snap out of it, dude.
So, you know, this is a missed opportunity. Like, this could have been a cool boss fight. Right? But no.
Tails, buddy. Are you
Unfortunately, we can't have that. I'm so glad Sega uploaded those to their YouTube, otherwise they'd be stuck compressed on the DS. Wait, there's uncompressed versions of it too? Bro, this is news to me. What the hell? I did not know that.
I'll get more.
Did they actually? I want to see that.
And then I won't just control one little
Hold up.
part, but the whole universe.
Oh, it's Sonic Colors DS opening.
Enjoy the park. I'll leave you your own private tour guide.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot. Coming here
Okay,
with a good
that's
idea.
the Wii
Hearing it
version.
straight from the horse's mouth.
We didn't bet.
Dang.
There is an upload that's in decently high quality, but it's not from Sega. Take some digging. Yeah, I'll have to find that later. I actually didn't know there was an HQ version of it. That's cool. I actually had no idea that was a thing. Alright, now we got a laser. Shoot. So yeah, this is the final of the three boss types in this game. Because yeah, so the three bosses we fought up to this point are basically repeated, but just with a reskin. For the next three worlds. So, yeah. And laser through him. Man, I got hit by that. What a goddamn shame. And he's donezo. Quick step bonus, 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 quick step bonus. Woohoo! Alright, easy. How we doing this fine evening? You know, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're halfway through the game now, so that's some good news right there. I think it's on the Europe channel. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out because I genuinely did not know there was an HD version of it. Well, you know, not HD, but you know, better quality than. I mean, I'm assuming it's not HD.
Guide your complaint?
Oh, I gave it to him pretty good. Sup, Yacker?
I still wish Ultima added Burst and Void to the game instead of Ghost.
Wasn't easy.
Well,
I think Ghost was cool, but they definitely slapped it in. Like you could tell the areas that they put into the game for the Ghost. It's not very well designed. They very much slapped it in.
maybe the smell would knock him out? I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that.
That's what I said. It made no sense. Then I made a tiny adjustment and realized he was saying generators.
So, no burps. Well, that's a relief.
Tell me about it. So basically, Eggman is using 5 tractor beam generators to hold their planet in orbit while he scoops the aliens.
I was gonna say something just now, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, to add to what you just said.
Still, yeah.
I wish they'd put the DS version in as like an extra for Gameland. Like when you go into Gameland, there's like a menu and you can like select the DS version from the menu and play it from there. That would have been a cool addition, but they didn't do that, which,
We should get moving.
you know,
Yeah,
I think definitely would have increased the value of that as a remaster. Like that would have been cool, but they did not do that. I found a re-upload if you want the link. Yeah, drop it in chat. Drop it in chat. I wanna check that out.
Sonic's world will be the center of my interplanetary theme park.
Like I love this game's opening.
Yes, I reckon I will.
So it would be nice to also have the DS version,
Got it right here.
high quality there.
Just need to install it.
We'll watch it after this cutscene. Actually, we'll watch it together live.
Top bone. The top bone's connected to the mouth bone.
So this is kind of a subplot in this game. Cubot's voice chip is kind of on the fritz, so they're trying to fix it.
More annoying than that cowboy chatter.
Feeling ship-shape with me new voice chip I am. I'm begging your pardon, Squire, but me and the matey are gonna sail off and search for that lumber Sonic. I think that's the wrong chip.
Really? Are you sure he doesn't normally speak in pirate?
On the bright side, he's much more exotic now.
Just go find him and get that chip.
But yeah, and also this is the first appearance of Orbot and Cubot,
In just a few hours, Sonic's world.
who I also just learned I also learned recently because of you guys that Orbot is not the same guy as the dude from Unleashed.
Park in the universe.
But Cubot is new. Cubot's a new guy.
I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle.
How's that even possible? Also, that's gotta hurt. Like, if that were me, that'd bother me all day. Alright, yeah, so we're pretty much halfway through the game now. Does Orbot know about SAS? I hope he doesn't. I dropped my Wii remote. Cubot is the highlight of this game. He's pretty funny. I actually like him a lot. Alright, so, let's see here. It's in 720p. Oh, yeah. No worries. 12 years ago, though. Hold up. All right, let me pull it up here. There we go. Found it. All right, yeah. So I've actually never seen this opening in HD before. So this is interesting. All right, here we go. We'll watch it together. Historic moment. Sega. Hold up. Okay. Dun 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 da da dum. I'd love to have like a crisp, like full HD version of it someday, though. I wonder if they even still have it in like the archives or whatever. Okay, so I want to try and spot the difference. It'll probably be fairly obvious when it happens. Colors opening is goated. Yes. Sonic X. Sonic X is also goated. Also, did I skip the opening when we played just now? I think I did. Oh well, we can watch it here now. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the burst. Yeah. And this is the void part, yeah. That's actually normally the bit where Frenzy shows up. They probably have the Wii version, but not sure if they would have kept the DS re-render. Yeah, no, they for sure have the Wii version, but yeah. You guys didn't know there was an uncompressed DS intro? No, I literally did not know this existed until just now. Am I the only one who knows of this? You might be. I mean, how many views has this even got? Like... Oh, 25k views. Okay, so there's a decent amount of people who have seen it. I genuinely did not know there was a high quality version of it. So thank you for showing me that. That's cool. That's cool. Also, there's the Twitter. Go follow that. But anyway, back to the game. So yeah, shit is so magnificent. It is beauty. It was on one of the Sega channels, but it's really hard to find. Maybe it's unlisted. Yeah, that's possible. Because it is very old. This is a very old game, mind you. You know, 2010 was 13 years ago. My freaking Wii remote doesn't want to connect. Alright, there we go. We got it set to Pro Controller. Okay, now for probably the most iconic area from this game. Other than, of course, Tropical Resort. Planet Wisp. Now, this place has returned a couple times in the Sonic series. And for good reason. This level is very awesome. It's very fun. So you start out in this luscious green land, and then, you know, you quickly find yourself at the foot of a giant factory that Eggman has built. Because this amusement park isn't finished yet. It's still under construction. Which I think was such a cool idea for a level. And like they do it so effectively, like the music fits the environment and the tone really well. And yeah, it's just like everything about the atmosphere here is just fantastic. It's very well done. Ow. Also, I think I'm supposed to be drifting through here, but I kind of messed up. You know, that was not a good attempt. You know, we can just restart. You know, like that never happened. Can we agree? Nah. Are the Wisp named after Planet Wisp, or is Planet Wisp named after them? I don't know. I mean, maybe that just is the name of the planet, because, you know, I'm sure Sonic and Tails would have been able to find out by, like, translating Yakka. Who mysteriously disappears at around this point of the game. And we don't see him until the end. Alright, so here's our 6th new Wisp, which is actually the Spike Wisp. And this one allows you to do the Spin Dash. So yeah, another classic Sonic ability basically returns with this one. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Also, one thing you can do is, while you have a Wisp active and you collect a different Wisp capsule, you can basically store that Wisp. So as you saw there, I collected the rocket while in Spike form. And as soon as I exited Spike form, I could use the rocket. So yeah, there's something cool there. But obviously, if you collect the same capsule that you're already using, it will just extend the meter, and you can use it for a bit longer. So there you go. Just something worth pointing out for those who haven't played. Planet Wisp is alright in Gen's Act 1, but Act 2 is much better. I agree. I actually used to really hate that level, but honestly, like, the more you play it, the better it gets. Like, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's definitely the most slow-paced level in the game, though, for sure. Like, by far it is. I'm gonna just go this way, actually. Can I rocket up here? Maybe not. I can wall jump, though. Nice. And we outie. Epic. Wisp choice in Generations wasn't good. Yeah, I probably would have picked... I mean, I said Laser's the best Wisp in this game, in my opinion. I would have picked that instead of Rocket. I think Spike was fine, though, for Classic, for Act 1. Like, Spike was a decent choice. But I wouldn't have picked Rocket, personally. Hey, look, it's the launcher from Sonic Unleashed. And I'm dead. Spike made sense, yeah. There we go. But yeah, this game actually introduced the directional launcher, so you actually choose what direction you want to shoot out in, and you just hit the jump button, and then there you go, you launch out. So there you go, a little bit of an addition onto some Unleashed gameplay there, which is nice. There we go. Something tells me Qbot says the Wisp power names. There's literally Sticky Spin Dash and Ascend. Not Ascend. If anything, technically the Ghost Wisp is more like Ascend. Because that one you're actually using to like phase through ceilings and stuff. I know Mother Wisp created Planet Wisp, but that's about all I know. I think that's just all we really know in general about this place. And, you know, obviously it's the home world of the Wisps, and Eggman's trying to take it over for his amusement park. We don't really know what becomes of it after this game. Like, obviously, it appears again in Team Sonic Racing, but it seems to still have, like, some of Eggman's influence there. So, do they ever fix Planet Wisp? Like, are they ever going to? Like, is it ever going to be restored back to how it once was, or is it just always going to be polluted now? Like, I actually wonder. I hope we get some closure on that. I mean, you know, we know that Wisp stayed behind on Sonic's world because, you know, they wanted to hang out with him more. But is that the only reason? You know, maybe they thought their home planet was unlivable, so they were like, you know what, we're moving out. We're gonna stay with Sonic. Who knows? Who knows? Also, the music here, of course, is absolutely gas. But you didn't need me to tell you that. Like, Planet Wisp has a very iconic theme, and for good reason. It's a very, very nice piece of music. For all acts, not just Act 1. All of them are good. I'd probably say Act 3 is my favorite, though. Which is the one we played at the start of the stream. Something, not a big fan of Rocket Wisp. Yeah, Rocket Wisp is whatever. Also, let me catch up on chats, because I'm kind of a little bit behind. I hope you, So Magnificent. Rise of the Wisps was nice. It was a nice little animation. It was very good. I liked it. I hope future games get Rise of the Wisps treatment. Like an animated thing. I mean, they usually do those for new releases now. Unless you mean like remasters, which, yeah, that would be nice. In the case of Unleashed, though, what they should do is, because they already had some of those like promotional animations for it when it first came out. They should do more of those in that style. for Sonic Unleashed Ultimate whenever that inevitably happens. Because, you know, it will. They're gonna do it. And you might wonder how I would know something like that, and I don't. I just, you know, I just think if Sega's smart, they'll bring back, you know, Sonic Unleashed. Because, you know, people like that game. I'm not the only one who likes Sonic Unleashed, as it turns out. But I really thought I was the only one. Ah, my Wisp ran out. Although that might be a good thing, because now I don't have to do some of the more dangerous platforming. Actually, never mind, I still do. I lied. I told a bold-faced lie. Right now. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, almost didn't make it through. That was close. Alright. There's a little bit of tight platforming here. But it's not too bad if you use the cube to land. I fumbled. Ooh, we got it. Nice, we actually got all the red rings, what the hell? Epic. Ooh, S rank, let's go! Our first one, look at us, look at us. Yeah! Nice work. Laser was in Gen's 3DS. That's probably why it wasn't in mainline Gens. Oh, it was, yeah. They had Laser for Modern Sonic and Burst for Classic. That's right. Laser was oh yeah, Laser was in Gen's 3DS. Planet Wisp really went from beautiful and perfect planet for Wisp to work in progress construction. It did. Also, I like to think Wisps and Coco might have gone to the Chow Garden with the Chow. That'd be cool. A Gen's remaster would go so hard. It would. It would. I think an Unleashed remaster should be some animated shorts about what Sonic's other friends are doing during the events of the game. That would also be cool. I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. Actually, the only choice Sega has right now is to remake Unleashed. Yeah. Remake, remaster, whatever it ends up being. They're going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back. They have to. So where was Knuckles the Lad in Unleashed? Yeah, Master Emerald duties, probably. Angel Island. Can you use Supersonic in Wii? Yes. You got to collect all the Red Star rings and play all of the Game Land levels to collect the 7 emeralds. But it's not required to finish the game, which actually is, which would actually make this the first 3D Sonic game to not end with a Supersonic boss fight or some equivalent of that. So, yeah. Also, I think this level in particular was the one that inspired the Generations version. Especially with that camera shot there. Generations like almost like perfectly recreates that shot. So yeah, this level was definitely the influence right there. Oh my god, these platforms make me really nervous. Okay, there we go. Remaster isn't an option right now. Yeah, it's an engine issue, isn't it? They can't like use that. Because it uses Havoc or whatever. Man. It always is rights issues every single time. Every single time. Like without fail. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna like boost across. That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Doo-doo. Okay. I feel like old Game Masters would be Sonic's last resort if Sonic ever went downhill. I think they just need to remaster some of the games anyway, like... In terms of, like, the adventure games, there's really, like, no excuse not to do those. But for those, I would say outright remake. It's got to be an outright remake in those cases. Because, you know, those games, you know, as much as I love them, they've definitely aged. And I feel like most people would not be able to stomach that these days. So they're probably gonna have to, like, straight up, you know, remake that ground up and everything. If they want to bring it back. Which I am not opposed to. I am not opposed to them doing that. Microsoft owns Havoc, yeah. And endless possibilities. I don't know. It's like it's so annoying because it's like I don't really think the royalties and or whatever they'd have to pay for that would really.
As alien as this place is,
I don't think it'd really be that bad.
very Eggman-ish about it.
I think he's transforming it somehow, making it part of his theme park.
Attention guests, if you can hear this message, you are trespassing in an area still under renovation. If you are not a robot, please return to the main park areas and ignore anything evil you might have seen here. And thank you.
Looks like the theme of his park is universal domination and the conquest of alien races.
It's more than a theme, it's a reality. He's using them like some kind of living intergalactic gasoline.
That's pretty low, even for a sleazeball like Eggman.
Some displacement of indigenous aliens and destruction of natural resources may occur. Eggman Enterprise is not responsible.
Bum,
Getting
bum,
any of that?
bum, bum.
Yeah, they're totally
Frick.
freaked out. It sounds like they're in shock because of public transportation.
You said
being
frick,
worse.
but except you didn't say that.
They're in shock because of their planet's strange transformation and having been dragged across the universe.
Well, I still can't believe he kidnapped the whole planet. How did somebody do that?
I mean, he did it before.
Saying it was
This isn't the first time that he's done this.
tractor beam.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess it wasn't ice cream shooting out of those generators.
If it was, I would get one for back home.
Dude, I'd get two. Now, if everyone will excuse me, I'm going to put a stop to these renovations.
Alright. You gotta realize through 2008 was a time where celebrities appeared in games. Nowadays, game companies do not want to cash out or hire the rights from these guys. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, when it comes to Sonic now, they really, they'll use an artist, but, you know, I don't think it's usually in the same way, because they'll usually have them, like, collaborate with someone who is, you know, already working with them. And such. Like, you know, they'll make the songs, but they'll be under, like, a sound director that's working with Sega and stuff like that. So, I think that might help in case of, like, future remasters and stuff, like future-proofing. I can't really speak on it too much, but I feel like it wouldn't be as complicated to work something out in that case. But yeah, for something like Endless Possibilities, where it's completely, like, handed out to an external source, that's where it gets tricky. And, you know, it really is just a money thing. They don't want to spend the money to do it, but even then, it's like, you know, I feel like the profit they'd make would cover enough of it to where it wouldn't be that much of a loss for them. I think I should play Colors Ultimate. Go for it. But I do also wonder if that's a problem with, like, celebrities appearing in games. Like, if you think about, like, Keanu Reeves and, like, Cyberpunk or whatever. Like, how much of an issue is that going to be for, like, CD Projekt Red if they ever want to remake that game at some point, like 20 years down the line. You know? I wonder about stuff like that too. Lightspeed dash. Oh, okay, here we go. Wait, I want up. I don't think music is an issue. I think it is. I think it might be. Or at least that's kind of one of the leading theories right now as to why we have pretty much gone all this time without an Unleashed remaster or remake or whatever. My thing is, though, they had endless possibility for the Sonic Symphony, but obviously that was a remixed version, so my question is, if it's a remix, does that still require like the same licensing? Because obviously it's the same composition, but it's got a different singer, it's got different, like the instruments are going to sound different and everything like that, so like, is that the same? Because like, if they're willing to license it out for, something like that, then I'm sure they could if they brought the game back. That's the only hole in that theory, in my opinion. Like if like you know, assuming that is a problem for them. Like, could they or could they not just remix it? Cyberpunk probably has a contract with Keanu. When that expires, the game would most likely become delisted. Yeah, that's actually probably true. It's not the main issue. Symphony was a cover, so it could legally be used. If Endless Possibility would still be a part of Generations remake, I think it'd be okay to use it. We got another S rank. Yes, sir. Number 2. This was not the zone I was expecting to get S ranks in, but sure. I think by this point, though, we've unlocked most of the Wisps, and obviously the Wisps like are really the determining factor when it comes to S ranks in this game, so yeah. We might start seeing a couple from now on. You know, unless I'd start doing especially bad, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, so the Symphony version was a cover, so it could legally be used. Yeah, so if they wanted to like redo the song again or just use the Symphony version, that wouldn't be a problem for them, would it? If that's the case, then just go that route. Now for the first reskin boss, yes. I need to check something. Go ahead and check it. Whatever it may be. Here's the iconic line, it's incoming. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me! Me when I upload Nintendo soundtracks to YouTube with monetization enabled. Alright, here we go. So now we've got to fight the Ferris wheel again, except this time it's different because instead of the laser wisp, we've got to use the spike wisp, wherever it is. Ow. Wait, I see it. I want it. Give me the frickin'... Give me the goddamn spike! Okay, I got it. Okay. Oh, I missed his stupid face. God damn it. Now I gotta wait and do it the long way. Okay, well, that was just... That attempt didn't happen. That attempt didn't happen. So you know the rumor about the Unleashed source code getting lost? That was bullshit. I don't know where that came from. That was definitely bullshit. I don't know who started that. Was that Zippo? Was that one of Zippo's things? Mr. Sonic team and the Mania team are beefing. Like what was that also? Like why? Why did he even lie about that? Like what did he actually gain from lying about that? I genuinely want to know. Okay, there we go. We beat him. Like that doesn't just happen. Like dev teams don't just beef with each other like that. That's not how it works. Like Sega would not like Sonic Team would not be beefing with people that help Sonic actually get good reviews after like years of mediocrity. Like what are we talking about? It's the Refreshinator. See, they call him the Refreshinator because it's the same guy again. Do you get it?
Sometimes I even impress myself. For a second there, I wasn't sure I was going to pull it off. Who am I kidding? We both knew how this would end.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me! Sonic Team Film Unleashed remake was to be crafted. The Sonic Unleashed source code rumor has been spread since 2018 to 19. I think it came from 4chan. Of course it came from 4chan. That sounds about right. The source code wasn't exactly lost. The source code was used to make colors, which meant the best option right now is to use the colors code. I don't even think that's the case. I don't even think that's the case, is it? Because this game doesn't even use the same, like... This game doesn't even use the same, like, physics engine or anything. I don't think. Or maybe it does, actually. I'm not sure. How did you get S ranks in Planet Wisp and not the first zone? Wisps. Wisps mean everything. So obviously, because in the first zone we only had one Wisp unlocked, it was obviously harder to get S ranks there. If that makes sense. I remember Zippo said the Mania team had poor working conditions and people just believed it. Oh yeah, that too. That too. He said, didn't he say that like Sonic Team were crunching them or something? Like that's literally not the case. Like Mania was in development for like 2 years and it was a very healthy working relationship that they had for that whole time. Man. Zippo is Zippo's never been wrong though, you know. He's obviously, you know, all of his leaks are obviously real, as we know. Speaking of leaks, though, I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but that guy who just showed up out of nowhere a couple months ago has been leaking stuff for the upcoming Nintendo Direct that is, you know, definitely at this point like a real thing. Like they just need to announce it, and it's looking pretty good for us because it's looking like maybe F-Zero is gonna be back based on what he's saying. Or hinting towards, I should say. And also, he posted a Donkey Kong GIF, which means it's over. We're getting a new Donkey Kong Country game after almost 10 years. Wild that it's been that long. And if you don't believe me, look at the release date of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It has really been that long. Alright, nice. Banana, banana, do, bo do 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 do, hey, ba do 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 do. Get an emerald? Oh, I'd like to. I'd like to get an emerald. I don't know if I have enough. Oh wait, no, I probably do by this point. I was gonna say I don't know if I have enough red rings for a game line level, but I definitely do. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that just unlocks the laser path. I don't need that. Here we go. Woohoo! Man, this game is fun. I'm a big Sonic Colors enjoyer, if you couldn't tell. And I forgot to do that. Also, the drill works underwater. You can use it down here, and it has a really cool theme. I actually like the underwater drill theme a lot. You know, it's obviously a very short loop, but it's kind of a banger. They didn't need to go this hard. Also, I'm gonna stay here for a bit so I can rack up some points. Destroying enemies also helps with that, you know, naturally. F-Zero the Reckoning, Conky Dong Strikes Back. Yep, it's happening. Yeah, no, this guy, whatever his name is, Pioro or whatever, like this dude just came out of nowhere a few months ago and is now the most reliable leaker on the internet. Like, it's actually insane. The Unleashed modders are the ones that told me about it. They know a lot about Unleashed codes and development, so yeah. Fair enough. I mean, there you go. You guys have a source at Sega. They said the new Sonic game is called Sonic Boosters, and Hypersonic will be there, and the Freedom Fighters will be there, and it will be on Switch too. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. This is what I've been asking for the whole time. That's all. Bow to the second greatest song in stage song in the game. Oh. Well, I was not paying attention. Let me just restart right here. Haha, that didn't happen. I know I'm restarting a lot, but it's just because, like, you know, the levels in this game are pretty short for the most part, so it's not really that. It's pretty harmless to restart from time to time. Also, I love how at first I was saying about this game being I love how at first I was saying about this game being 2 streams probably, but we are on pretty much the second to last world. Oh, well, full one that is. And we're not even 2 hours in. Like, yeah, this is an easy 1-stream game right here. This is a very easy 1-stream game. Kablooey. Hold up. Okay. No, why did that just happen? Okay. Here we go. Want to get some red rings. You missed the Rankles Easter egg, by the way? No, god damn it. Now I won't get my £1,000,000. This is awful. What a terrible day to be alive. I can't believe this. Oh, I messed up. Whatever. That red ring is actually pretty tricky. Alright, we can skip that. I know I said I was going to skip them, but I haven't been skipping them. Sega gave all the materials to Blind Squirrel, the code and everything. They would have given Blind Squirrel a copy, not the OG. Yeah, I doubt that they would have given them absolutely everything. Sonic games would be good if Rankles is playable. Honestly, you're right. This series is garbage because they literally, like, there is no single playable appearance of Rankles. Like, they put him in as an Easter egg, right? And he's in the game, and if you find him, you get £1,000,000, but, like, bro. Like, tell me why I can't just play as him. You know what I mean? Like, what would his gameplay even be like? I feel like it would be tax evasion. I feel like that would be his gameplay. And honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like something I'd love to do. I would love to evade taxes, you know. And I hope the government is watching right now so that they can hear me saying that. Because, you know, it's just... I mean, who doesn't love evading their taxes? Everybody I know does it. And you should too. Can I get banned for saying that? Probably not. Probably not. I think we're good. What are they gonna do? Take my channel away from me because I told them not to pay taxes? Pfft, please. They're gonna have to do more than that to get me to... They're gonna have to do more than that to convince me not to say that. They're gonna have to do way more than that. I'd love to see them try. Woo! Rankles is in every game and he's not even playable. Exactly. Did you also know that Rankles actually appears in Super Smash Bros. Brawl? The way you can get him to appear is you have to have Sonic unlocked, but you can't. But you have to unlock him through. You have to unlock him through normal play. You can't unlock him through subspace. If you do, you get locked out of. You get locked out of finding the Easter egg forever. But what you need to do is you need to play as Sonic, go to the pirate ship stage, the Wind Waker one, and you need to stand on the left side of the ship for approximately 4 minutes, 37 seconds, and 28 milliseconds. If you do that, if you do this at 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, at exactly 5 o'clock sharp on a Wednesday, while it's also raining, Rankles will actually appear as a secret boss fight. Now, not a lot of people knew about this, but I actually found it by chance one day. I'm a young adult and don't pay taxes. Good. Good. You really understand the process. You understand what's going on in this world. Remember, kids, don't go to school. Brush your veggies and eat your teeth. Exactly. Clip that. That was a pretty clip-worthy moment. I can't even lie. The secret unlockable. Alright, woo! Into the pipe. Drilling into the pipe, just like I did with your mother last night, of course. You know how it is. Woo! Yahoo! Imagine if you were playing a Sonic game and all of a sudden Sonic started making Mario noises. That'd be pretty fire. Like, I want to be playing Sonic Superstars and just hear Sonic go, "It's a me, Sonic. Today we are going to go fast. Yahoo!" Ooh, I remember that there's a red ring just back there. I remember when I did the 100% for this game, like, bro, that red ring, like, I literally took hours to get. Like, it's so precise. Like, if we ever do that on stream, I just want you to know in advance there's gonna be a lot of struggle for that one in particular. Actually, some of the pipes in this stage kind of look like Mario pipes a little bit. Debt, consumerism, materialism. These are the three elements that make up the crust of this earth. I know why I said that. But sure, let's go with that. Alright, get this guy out of here. Get his weird, deranged twin out of here as well. Let's go, skip the water. To avoid embarrassing hickeys, please refrain from arm wrestling the octopi. I'll keep that in mind, Dr. Eggman. Thank you for the advice. Ouch. With those three forces combined, they form society. That they do. You see, Batman, in society, they want me to pay taxes. But I would never pay my taxes, Batman. You see? Joker, you have to pay your taxes, Joker. Or else the IRS will come for you. You see, Batman, I'm not afraid of the IRS. The IRS is afraid of me. Joker, what could you possibly mean, Joker? You have to pay your taxes, Joker. Where is she, Joker? Where are your taxes? File them now! I would... Why are you so serious, Batman? It doesn't really matter that I don't pay my taxes. You see, Batman, you wouldn't care about taxes. Because they don't tax the rich. Isn't that right, Bruce Wayne?
Joker, how did you know my identity? And how did you know I don't pay taxes? Joker!
My god. The insanity is real. Who invited Chris Pratt to my Sonic game? Ow. Oh, also S ranking this stage is hard because if this guy hits you at the end, you lose your rank, like entirely, because you need rings. I remember that being very frustrating. What feels illegal but isn't? See, what I would say is pirating every and all piece of media that I've ever consumed in my entire life. See, that feels illegal, but it definitely isn't illegal, right, guys? Piracy isn't illegal. They wouldn't outlaw that, would they? Come on now, that'd be crazy. Clip it. Chris Platinum.
Chris Platinum, the Mario.
All right, we got another one of these yellow spring levels, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, but these are the egregious levels where it's like, okay, this is just a very slow-paced, like, filler level, you know, bonus content type beat. Why did I do that? I love the Korean Fortnite ad where Chris Pratt is just there for no reason. I've not seen that. What the hell? Is he speaking English or is it Korean Chris Pratt? Korean's Pratt. He's the Fortnite spokesperson in Korea. That's awesome. Okay. He speaks Korean but still gets dubbed over? Oh. Weird. So wait, he speaks in Korean and gets dubbed over in Korean? Is that what's happening there? That's very confusing. But I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that delicious ad read. Woo! Who's still part of the divorce group? Haha, me. Boom, divorced. Actually, I want to know, because I kind of mentioned it earlier, but when do you guys think the Nintendo Direct is going to be? Because I've been seeing a lot of debate about this. Because obviously they just had the Mario Wonder one not too long ago. So some people are thinking it might be like at the end of the month, but I think it'll be same as usual. I'm gonna guess it's the 14th. February 31st. My prediction is that there will be a Nintendo Direct before the heat death of the universe. There will be at least one Nintendo Direct before the heat death of the universe. That's my best guess. The Nintendo month of September. Yes. Exactly that. Exactly that. But yeah, I think the 14th, because that's a Thursday, and they usually do directs on Thursdays. Like, it's usually a Wednesday or a Thursday, generally speaking. So yeah, that seems about right. So we'll probably get an announcement. We'll probably know around Monday. We'll probably know around Monday, and then yeah, we can see if I was right. But that's my guess, and I'm thinking, yeah. I'm thinking there won't be too much there, aside from what the leaker has said. I don't know if he's put anything else on. But I'm guessing F-Zero and Donkey Kong are probably going to be the big announcements. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, and of course we'll be live reacting to it. So if you like funky content, then go ahead and join us, because it'll be a lot of fun. We also do predictions as well just beforehand. So if you wanna chime in with some thoughts of your own, that's also open for anyone to participate in. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. But obviously, you know, when we do predictions, we wanna keep it. We want to have our realistic guesses, but it is also mostly for fun. It is mostly for fun. So obviously, like, you know, we don't make them with the intention of it being, you know, all of this has to be 100% true, or the director's shit. Like, it's just more of a fun kind of guessing game to see what does and doesn't actually come true. So, you know, if you have some realistic guesses, put them in. But if you also have some crazy ass ones, don't be afraid to do that either. For shits and giggles, maybe even for giggles and shits. Who knows? Although, you know, when you think about it, right? Why is it like that? Like, whenever someone says shits and giggles, like, nobody cares. But then as soon as somebody giggles and shits, like, actually, suddenly then it's a problem. Like, why is it like this? Can someone explain? I don't get it. Like it's all shits and giggles until somebody actually giggles and shits. Society is a mysterious thing that I'll never understand. And why we have these societal references. Oh my... Alright, well that scared the crap out of me. Okay. Amazing! It's because he says the Korean incorrectly, because he's just reading it out loud, doesn't know the language, so it's probably hard to understand him. Fair enough. I don't know any Korean, so, you know. I mean, I only know one word of Chinese, which I think is the word for hello. How about Cantonese? Does anyone know any Cantonese in chat? I don't. Where am I going? Why did that guy shoot me? I almost drowned. Funny Kong tent. I remember when Nintendo tried to force a guy named Bowser to change his name legally. Did they actually... There's no way they did that. There's no way. Their president... Wait, no, their president is named Bowser. It's Doug Bowser. Which is really funny, because anytime you go into a Nintendo article that mentions him, like people who don't know, people who like aren't in the Nintendo circle get really confused by the fact that the Nintendo president is named Bowser. I'm fucked up eating Kratos right now. Oh, cat cots. I thought you said Kratos. What the hell? Fucked up eating cat cot. Fucked up eating okie dokie. Fucked up in the crib playing Wii Wii. Fucked up in the crib eating Queen Betweens. Fucked up in the crib playing Polystation. Ladies, when a man washes your back in the shower, just say thank you. No, I would say, what the hell are you doing in my shower? Please leave me alone. That's what I would say. And also, more importantly, how did you get in here? Alright, so for this version of the boss fight, it's a little bit different, because you want to guide these missiles to hit this out open so you can get a switch. And yeah, this boss is also pretty difficult to S rank. Because when you use the drill to attack this guy, he moves around so goddamn fast, like so fast, and you want to use the drill if you want S rank. So it's kind of hard. There's no need for this "who are you and how did you get into my house" nonsense. There's plenty need for that. There's plenty need for that. Got him. All right. I'm not money smart, I'm book smart. Mega Man January 7th. J-Eazy ain't dropped yet, bruh. Don't worry. Mega Man drops January 7th. Listen. I was never book smart, I'm money smart. Makes me more intelligent, Call me Mr. Rock Festival. I got hella bands, shoddy, cute, and a circle toe to get a friend. Everyone knows that. I know Mandarin, but not Cantonese. A little bit of Mandarin. I can understand a little bit of Japanese. You have to consume anime to understand Japanese, because that's the only place where Japanese exists, of course. As the people on the internet have told me. Which, you know, of course, people on the internet are the most reliable source of information, so it's got to be true. Got his ass. Get killed, you silly. Alright, easy. I understand that guy's name from that one meme. See, look, if I didn't lose my rings, that actually would have been an S rank. That actually would have been an S rank if I didn't lose my rings. Oh well. Yeah, no, I use Duolingo. I was, oh, I didn't mean to skip that. I didn't mean to skip that. Oops. Whatever. He makes a joke. He makes a joke about fish or whatever, and blah blah blah. All right, let's move on. Actually, wait. Can I watch the cutscene? Hold on. Wait. I think we can. No. Hold on. We can watch the cutscene. We can watch the cutscene. It's the most recent one I've unlocked. Hold up. Okay. It's number 19. Okay. There we go. It's better to say ni hao ma instead of ni hao. Why is that?
Well, I'm totally pleased.
Play Gameland to make up for it. We can do a bit of Gameland at the end of the stream if you want.
What's the verdict?
His cruelty knows no bounds.
Okay, there we go. That was the cutscene. You're welcome. Okay, moving on. Asteroid Coaster, last full area of the game. So let's just get straight to it. Well, if you know a friend, ni hao ma is more of a greeting, asking how they are or feel. It's great for people you know. Oh, okay. Why did he jump out? Did I jump around a corner? I thought it just. No, it wasn't that. I wasn't even touching the control stick. Okay. Here we go. I just want some rings. Alright, we're good. Also, fun fact, that Wisp capsule right there is impossible to collect on Sonic Colors Ultimate for some reason. I don't know why. Like, that specific Wisp capsule, you can't get it. Alright, so now the final Wisp we unlocks is the Frenzy Wisp. And, you know, you're gonna find out what this guy basically is, in a minute. But yeah, this is basically the most powerful Wisp in the game. And you can, the more you eat, the bigger it gets. So yeah, you want to make sure to consume as much as possible with Frenzy. Rainbow rings. So I did recently watch some anime. I'm surprised I didn't get addicted. Anime can be kind of hard to get into, honestly. Like, especially some of the older ones. Like, if you haven't been watching from, like, you know, close to the start, anyways, like, a lot of old animes are very difficult to get into. At least ones that have been running for a while. There's some really good new stuff though. So, you know, it's up to you. There's a lot of genres, there's a lot of variety, so, you know. There's a little something for everyone, I think, for anime. I mean, I would probably say that JoJo is my favorite anime. So, you know, if you like crazy fights and very interesting character designs, then JoJo is the one to go with. Unless you've already watched it, in which case, cool. Or read it, you know, you could have read it as well. Or you could have watched the live-action Diamond is Unbreakable adaptation, which was interesting. And I also just found out recently that the actor that played Okuyasu in that actually plays Zoro in the One Piece live-action. Very interesting fact that I just found out, like, last night. It's the same actor. Which means he's a multilingual king. Actually, wait. In the Japanese dub for One Piece live action, does he just voice himself? I actually wonder. Okay. Nice. Like, look at One Piece, that shit is impossible. Ghost Stories is the only proper anime I've watched. Did you watch the dub? That dub was so insane. They were quite literally allowed to just do whatever they want. They did not give a shit. They were literally just allowed to just go ham with it. Like, it's actually so insane. I watched a little bit of it, and honestly, it's funny as hell. Like, it has to be one of the funniest anime dubs that, like, ever made, actually. Look at One Piece, that shit is impossible. We're not touching One Piece. Honestly, after the live action, I genuinely do want to actually get into One Piece. I just, like, yeah, I just gotta sort through some of the filler, honestly. Like, because at the very least, that can cut that does cut out a lot that I won't have to sit through. Like, I'll just watch the parts that are, you know, actually from the manga and not just like filler episodes made for the anime, because there's a lot of that for One Piece. But I was also thinking maybe I'll just read it. That wouldn't be bad either. Woo! Okay. Why did the camera just mess up there? That was weird. Ah, one thing I will say about Frenzy though, it is a little difficult to control. Like, especially turning. Like, turning with this thing is kind of a difficult task, I can't lie. Alright. Sonic X is my favorite anime. I mean, it's good, but, you know, it's definitely not the best. Then again, I've actually never watched Japanese Sonic X, so that might be worth looking into. Even then, I still think like JoJo is just absolutely peak, and I don't think anything will ever surpass it. So there you go. Also, Space Dandy is up there. Space Dandy is also really good. If you like, it's kind of like Cowboy Bebop, but just in space. It's a very funny anime. Ah, mother trucker! What the hell? Okay. Of course, I watch Ghost Stories dub. You have to for the culture. It's the only way to watch it. I don't even think the original version is really all that interesting. I'm pretty sure I've heard it's like super boring. Which I think is partially why they were just allowed to just do whatever the hell they wanted with the dub. It's great. It's great. How satisfying is it to get a perfect homing attack in Color's ultimate? It's pretty satisfying. It's pretty satisfying. D rank. Bro. It was like, nah, you're gonna get a D rank. And then it was like, well, actually. Well, actually. You know what I hear? I hear the sound of you shutting the fuck up. Run, she's a ghost and a bitch, two of my favorite lines. Perfection, perfection. I only got up to the second generation of JoJo, but it's pretty good. Dude. Part 4 is the best JoJo part. In my opinion. I love it so much. Like, it's definitely smaller scale, but I think that helps because like I think what JoJo does really well is like the character, like the character writing is really good in JoJo, and I feel like it's at its best in Part 4 because you really get a lot of time, like with the same like recurring cast. Like unlike something like Part 3 where like you really just have like the main 6 characters, and you'll like occasionally have a returning character, like someone who like come back for a later arc, but you know, just having a consistent cast across the whole part definitely helped, and like I think for that reason it's my favorite. It definitely has the it definitely has the strongest characters for sure. It definitely has the strongest like character writing out of like pretty much any JoJo part in my opinion. Part 7 is a close second for me. I really like Part 7. That hasn't been adapted yet. Jesus Christ. That hasn't been adapted yet, but like the manga is so good for Part 7. Okay, how do I like not die to that? I mean, I guess I just have to time it better. Man, I suck at this. I feel like reading the manga is faster because you can get through the 2 chapters in 1 minute. Yeah, you really could. You really could. I might just read it. But then I also just love animation. I mean, you know, it would help that I like animation considering that that's, you know, part of what I'm going to be studying. So, you know. But yeah, I like to see it come to life. But manga is good too. Manga is good too. And there's some good stuff out there. There's some good stuff out there. I want to actually get into Sandland, the new like Toriyama series. It looks interesting. It looks like fun. It looks like something I would enjoy quite a bit. Well, actually, I don't really know how new it is, but you know, it's, you know, obviously newer than Dragon Ball. You haven't watched Japanese Sonic X? I have not. I've rewatched the English version like maybe 3 or 4 times, like in its entirety, but I've never watched the Japanese version. But now that season 3 is in Japanese, I want to actually see what that's like. I actually want to see what that's like. I've got to do a rewatch soon, honestly, for the Japanese version. That'd be nice. They actually retranslated Ghost Stories dub back into Japanese, and it's relatively popular. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Rip, never mind. Stream paused for like 5 seconds. Oh, oop. We're not too super delayed though, are we? If it's a little bit delayed for you, just refresh. But yeah, we should be okay though. I have a chicken wrap. Welcome back. I've been here the whole time. For some reason I can't read mangas with serious stories. I don't really mind that too much. I think like if the story is gripping enough, then I don't really care if it's like ultra serious. But most of the ones I'm into are like fairly lighthearted or like comedic in some way. So you know, I'm not really into the super deep like philosophical ones because I don't care for I don't really just care for that kind of media anyway. I'm like, whatever, like it doesn't have cool, if it doesn't have cool action, I don't want it. Well, okay, that's not always true, obviously, but you know. I generally prefer things that can get me hyped over things where I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, this makes me feel depressed. Like, you know, there's a place for that, but you know, I don't generally prefer that. For sure. Like I don't like watching these like depression animes, for example. Where it's like my girlfriend was a hologram and then it's like the most like depressing thing you've ever seen in your life. I need to press that button over there. Wait, did I miss the button again? Okay, let me actually look for it. Am I not? Oh, there we go. I hit it this time. Ah, I missed the goal ring. What the hell? That wasn't meant to happen. Cool, got it. The only manga I ever read was Dragon Ball. See, for Dragon Ball, I like that's one of the examples where I actually think the manga is definitely better. Oh, not the manga, the anime. I actually think the anime is better. But to be fair, I didn't read the manga for Z. I read for Super.
This is where he converts them into the strange.
So that could be it.
Aliens with the freaky energy.
Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. Did you find anything interesting?
Dragon Ball fight choreography is egregious in a good way.
Captured thousands of aliens.
Roblox just got announced for PlayStation. Wait, for real?
I haven't.
Wait, that's actually fire. What the hell? Did they really?
You have to excuse me, buddy. I have a generator.
Hold up, I gotta find that.
down.
Roblox. Roblox announced it an hour ago. Oh, that's actually sick. We should do a Roblox stream. Oh yeah, Roblox coming to PlayStation this October. Jesus, man, October. October 2023 might be the single most packed month of all time for video games. Like, genuinely, there's so much good shit coming out in October. So much. So much food. We should 100% do a Roblox stream, though. It would be hilarious. Sega Saturn? Oh, I get it. It's because we were running around the rings of Saturn. I see what you were doing there. It is like the Sega Saturn. I got that joke. I understood that reference. I need to pick that up again. There we go. Me sifting through my backlog is that's what I would say. Okay. Tap, tap. Oh, I meant to frickin' air dash. I accidentally did the wrong thing. Whatever. It don't really matter. Alright. Okay, cool. That was a quick stage. I am watching 12 episodes just for one fight to end. I mean, you know, it's fun to watch. Manga is better because it's earlier and has better continuity. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I give it that. Like, bro, it has Super Saiyan Goku Black and infinite forms of Masu. I don't think I read to that, honestly. I only read a bit of Super Manga. I don't know if what the fuck. Why did that just happen again? I wasn't even touching anything. Roblox about to make bank on PlayStation. Yeah. They probably are. They probably are. I hope it's not paid, though, because for some reason, a lot of games that are on Xbox for free, for some reason, are fucking paid on PlayStation. And I don't just mean, like, Game Pass, obviously, but, like, actual free games, like, sometimes are paid on PlayStation. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Why? They better not do that. Because if they do, then we will not be playing. Because God forbid I spend money on Roblox. Well, okay, I did once, but it was a different time. It was a different time in my life, okay? You got to cut me some slack. Om nom nom. Giganto. Giganto. Okay. In all fairness, the bullshit 5 minutes Frieza said was just to stall time in the manga to catch up. Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe it was because of the hyperbolic time chamber. You know, time passes a little bit differently in the manga than it does in the anime. Who knows? Would people buy that if they explained it that way? I wonder. I wonder how many people would be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, can I use Frenzy underwater? It looks like they wanted me to there. Ow. I just jumped straight into that. Make me look like a dumbass, will you? We're too late, because I already do that myself for free. Frenzy! Ah, I just missed that red ring. Whatever. We don't need it. Ah, it's this guy. This guy makes a really loud sound effect in Color's ultimate for some reason. I don't know if they ever fixed that. Okay, easy. Like, he exploded pretty quietly there, but for some reason in ultimate, he's like super duper loud. Alright, that was it. Roblox will probably be free on PlayStation since I see no reason for it to be paid. Yeah, they better not. They better not. I mean, the reason I say that is because sometimes they'll have like a freeware game, and then because it will have like skins or some kind of microtransactions, they'll have that be the primary version, where you pay for it and you get some like skins or whatever. Like sometimes they do that, and that's no good.
You know, I don't like what you're doing to my friends in there. It's messed up. So I'm gonna mess
Frenzy cannot be used underwater? Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, that's right. I'm stretching. You got a problem?
Why does he sound like
I
rubber?
want to be able to fully enjoy taking you apart without some pulled muscle slowing me down. Okay, now I'm ready. Of course, if you want to run away, please feel free. There's no shame in it.
Like, why is he making like rubber sound effects? He thinks he's Luffy.
Don't talk much, do you? Fair enough. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Anyway, enough of anime. Is anyone watching Adventure Time Fiona and Cake? I am not watching that. I didn't even know that came out. What's it on? I'm not gonna lie though, I'd probably need to finish Adventure Time before watching that, because like, bro, I watched like the first 2 seasons and like half of season 3, and then I just stopped. Like, I swear to God, I dropped that show so hard, like halfway into season 3. And I honestly don't even know why. To be fair though, I think that was around the time I started to get into like other stuff. Like more games and stuff, so you know, I think I was just playing more games than watching like shows at that point. Honestly, that's probably why. Alright, let's take that out. It's on HBO Max. Okay, well yeah, that doesn't help. I ain't subscribing to that. So you know, the classic 7 C's method it is, if you know what I'm saying. If you catch my drift, or should I say if you catch my sail. Okay, I don't think I can rocket him just yet. Ow. Can I not homing attack him? Oh, okay, here we go. Now it's waking. Alright. Second reskin boss. Actually, this is the 3rd reskin boss. Because Admiral Jelly was a reskin of Captain Jelly. What's this one called again? I don't remember. I know that the first version of this guy, I think, is called Orkan. What's this guy called? Oh yeah, you need to finish Adventure Time to understand what the fuck is happening? Yeah, probably. I'll get on it, I'll get on it. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on, though. I got backlog, I got other shows I need to watch, and it's like, yeah. A lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to do. And there's all the new shit coming out, and it's like, man, there's too much content in this world. There's way too much content in this world now. There's too many things I need to experience. There's not enough time.
It was all so difficult.
Sonic, you did it!
Couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Thanks. Hey, we both deserve some kind of reward.
Yeah, let's go to an amusement park or something.
All right, but one that's, you know, less evil than this one.
So, are all the aliens getting free?
Looks like it. Once the power went off, the locks vanished. I hope Yakker's okay.
I think you'll be fine. You don't think the weapon you were shot with still works?
Not without power flowing to it. I think we're all good.
That's what I like to hear.
Alright. Almost done. I'm really losing energy right now, and I don't know why. We're nearly there. We're nearly finished. Just hold out a little bit longer. Be strong. We're almost to the end of the game. We should be done by 3 hours.
Sweet! The tractor beams are gone.
Sonic is taking Tails to Alton Towers.
I mean, really? Great job, buddy.
Hey, Tails! We should go to the Tilted Towers!
With all the generators destroyed, we can blow this joint and head home. We did it, dude.
We? I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to speak to the aliens and figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots. Oh, no.
I noticed an inconsistency in the dialogue. Oh, what was the inconsistency?
Point. Either way, we can get out of this crazy.
It's like Kaioken, I can't let my body give out. Exactly. The chains going away sounds was reused from Unleashed. I guess it was.
I think we're in the middle
I
of
wouldn't
the
have
party.
noticed that.
The middle? We are the party. I think we're their guests of honor.
Totally.
Nah, I think Sonic just wanted an excuse to show off his sick breakdancing skills.
Next stop, the asteroid junction. Next critical system.
Alright, here we go. We're in the end game now.
Sonic thinks he's won because he destroyed all my generators. Well, the mind control cannon is full enough for what it has to do. I will have the last laugh.
The last laugh? How is laughing last special? Isn't that like being the slowest one to get the joke? Yeah, I laugh last all the time. People looking at
And now he's from Brooklyn. Forget about it. Sonic's down taunt? That is his down taunt, you're right.
Yes, I'm talking to you.
I definitely remember it being in Unleashed, not sure if it's in HD.
Why haven't we fixed your voice?
Sonic earlier says, good job, Tails, but he says, you didn't do much.
I've been working on it all day.
What does that even mean? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
In a few seconds, it won't matter anyway, since the
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean.
world's mind.
What's that, boss?
That is a bit of an inconsistency. Because, yeah, Tails has to remind him that he was the one that made the generator so that they could understand what Yakker was saying. And whatnot. So what was he good jobbing him about before that? If he didn't believe that Tails had really done anything. I don't know, maybe he was just teasing him. Remember that? See, it was foreshadowing. We launched that guy's arm into this, remember, at the very start of the game? Like 2 hours ago. Also, did you know that Sonic outran a fucking bull power wisp black energy hole in this game? Or full power wisp black energy hole in this game? Yes, he does. And obviously black holes are so powerful that not even light can escape them. So Sonic is literally running faster than light.
No, this can't be happening. It's backfiring. Impossible. How?
But, you know, he seems to get overexerted, so clearly him running that fast is, like, tiring for him. I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna piss on the moon. Now I'm pissing on the universe. His voice is so weird in this game, thinking back, because they kind of give him like this goofy voice that sounds like this in the later games. But here he sounds like really scratchy and horrible. I guess maybe his voice chip broke again. And it just stays like that permanently. Aren't we all pissing on the universe? Yes, at the same time. It ain't nothing compared to the amount I let out in Station Square, though. Yeah. Trust me, I remember. You wouldn't let us forget. Oh yeah, let me not touch anything in case I accidentally press the star button again.
Yeah, I get a bad feeling. So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
This isn't
I mean, I don't think he even ever had a hairline. I can't lie to you, Sonic.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. We're out of here.
Yeah, we're running now.
He couldn't make that joke while they were running out of there. Like, did we really need to stand around for a further, like, 15 seconds for us to, you know, establish that that joke was made? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, final level. Well, kind of. Yeah, so it's pretty much just a straight run forward. You're gonna be quick stepping the whole time. You're gonna be dodging lasers. And yeah, this level is very tough to S rank. Very tough. You basically have to do a damageless run, which I already messed up. So yeah, no S rank for me. You know, not that I was particularly going for it or anything. And also, you have to be like constantly quick stepping as well, because that obviously gives you a lot of points. Well, up to a certain point, there's, you know, there's a limit to how much quick step bonus you can get, but you know, you wanna obviously get the most quick step bonus you can. So yeah, you wanna just keep doing it basically. Also, tip: you can run into these guys even if you're not boosting, so there's something helpful for you. All right. It's still Wally Wingert voicing Cubot. It's just a different direction. Yeah. I figured it was the same. I did figure it was the same guy. I just wasn't. You know, the direction is very different. He's got a very different voice from here on. I don't regret what I did. Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't. You sicko. Like all those innocent people you drowned with your bodily fluids. Oh my god. Also, that guy in particular makes getting the S rank extremely difficult. Like extremely difficult. I would actually argue it's a little bit easier to keep him close when it goes to that top-down view. Because it's very hard to actually predict his lasers when you're like far ahead of him. Ow. Alright. Oops. I always trip over that last one. According to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he did have hair as a kid. Oh yeah. He was also mad ugly. The adult version of Robotnik from that show, though, ooh. I mean, say less. You know what I mean? Like he got that dumpy on him. He got that dumpy. Seriously, why did they draw him to be so caked up in that show? I don't understand. Sonic Forces level beta version. This is quite literally just Sonic Forces level design. Okay. Ah, I couldn't see because of that thing breaking. Oh, that was it. Orbot and Cubot have the same voice actors from Inception, except for Prime, where they're voiced by Devin Mack. Yeah. Orbot is voiced by Kirk Thornton, who also does the voice of Shadow. So yeah, there's another fact for you there. In the games, that is. I think I'm about to give out. I overexcited myself this morning by waking up at 6:30. Oh, man. Oh, I feel that. Listen, we're right at the final boss, though. We're right at the final boss. You can see in the intro he got that dump truck. He does. Robotnik is like that in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog because the animators did it early on when they could. And then the writer's notes has found it funny and wrote more situations for his ass to be in episodes. I don't think it's because they found it funny. I think they were a little excited by it, and they were like, you know what, put it in more episodes. I want to see that more.
Curse you, Sonic! Not only do you foil my plans, but you foil my speeches as well. I work hard on them. No matter, I will destroy you, and I will be victorious. Is that better?
Like a million times better. Thank you.
This robot is special. He's powered by the energy from your little friend. He is invincible. So I'd say it's been nice knowing you, but it hasn't.
I have to admit I'm a little scared. I don't think we can beat this guy.
Tails, we've literally beaten interdimensional gods that like transcend time. I don't think this is really much of a threat. I love how Eggman's voice here was around longer than anyone else. Yeah, Mike Pollock has been doing it for 20 years, ever since Sonic X first debuted. He's the only actor that survived the 4Kids recast of 2010. So yeah, obviously he reprises his role in this game, but every other character has been changed. So here we go, final boss. This is the Naga Wisp Armor, or should I say the negative Wisp Armor, so that people don't think I'm saying something else. And yeah, basically he made it combining the powers of all the different Wisps in the Frenzy Wisp. The DS version has a completely different final boss. But this is what we got for the console version, and the music is very hype. Honestly, for both phases, like phase 1 and 2 both have like a really good music track for them. Mike Pollock is the GOAT. He is. He's great. I think I like Dean Bristow like a little bit more. Like, first of all, I find it easier to do an impression of his voice, but also I like him for the more like menacing Eggman. He definitely pulls that off better, but I think Mike is like better for the more comedic kind of slapstick Eggman that we're used to. But he can also do the emotional side really well, as we saw in Sonic Frontiers. So yeah, he's a very good voice actor. And yes, he also did voice Ella the Maid in Sonic X as well. He did her voice too. But here we go, we got the Phase 2 music. You know it gets serious when an orchestral version of the main theme starts playing. That's got to be one of my favorite tropes in any video game. It's like the big climactic battle has the orchestral main theme. Just absolutely peak thing right there that I love. Right, let me be careful not to frickin' perish right here. Alright, he's going wild with it. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. And take this! Here we go. Let's finish this off. Unlimited colors. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! Yeah! We did it. The what, Wisp Armor? Japanese VAs are right there. Yeah, we're talking English though. We're talking specifically English VAs. Wait, didn't Eggman's Japanese voice actor have to get recast anyway? Because didn't he pass away? Or was that Big's voice actor? It was one of them, or it might have been both actually. Also, Unleashed is the only game to have Eggman's Sonic X laugh. I guess it is, yeah. They never really brought back the hoo 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 hoo. That music, it goes crazy. It goes crazy. Say what the game calls it. How about I don't do that? Maximum Overdrive, I love that line. And it's all blowing up now.
This might not end well.
Me after I slammed the door after having an argument with my parents. Sorry, I had to throw that in. Just had to. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker, is perfection. I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that. I'm here all day. Well, actually, I'm not here all day. This is the last level and we're about to end stream, so... Whoa! Or maybe not, because, you know, I might just pass away and die in the abyss. That is space. But yeah, so this is Terminal Velocity Act 2, the final level of the game. It is a pretty much 40-second level where you just run forward. And, you know, nothing is cooler than the set piece of Sonic just running away from a fucking black hole. Like, that is peak right there. That is a peak Sonic shot right there. Yes, Chikao Otsuka, I butchered that horribly. Eggman's original VA died in 2015 and was last used in Mario and Sonic 2016 with recycled voice lines. Right. So his current voice actor hasn't been around too long. Now for one of Sonic's most impressive feats in bass. Yeah, it absolutely is. Like Sonic has insane feats, but like that's got to be up there. But, you know, obviously it took a lot out of him, so he needed a bit of help.
Sonic, are you okay? Man, I can't believe you made it through that.
Like you thought I wouldn't?
The only thing I was thinking about was getting pushed into an elevator.
Well, a hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta do.
I mean, I think he could have used Tails' help.
Thanks. But I had a little help during that last part.
Now, all the negative wisps can return to being normal wisps again. My boy outran a black hole. Actually crazy. Tails would have been fucked. Nah, Tails can fight. I mean, I think they kind of forgot that for a few games, but, you know, I think they're starting to realize it again, which is nice.
You're welcome.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure if you translate that, it says if you can read this, you're a nerd.
Kinks out. We can talk to them perfectly now.
I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It says, goodbye, my friends. I have to go. Just when I got this thing working.
Nah, say it. Hey man, I ain't gotta say nothing. I ain't gotta say nothing, alright? There is nothing left for me to say. They're gone now anyway, so there's no reason for me to say it. What happened to the regular ghost wisps? They didn't exist yet, so I don't know. Maybe the ghost wisp is like a byproduct of the negative wisps. When you think about it, because they didn't appear until later. Maybe some of the other wisps are as well that we see appear in later games. Who knows? Was that high quality Mars Electric created for the game, or was it featured in Unleashed? I'm talking about the high quality version for pre-rendered cutscenes. I don't think there was one in Unleashed, was there? Like, there wasn't like a Marza version. That obviously, it had an in-game model though. Oh, so look, Morio Kishimoto was the lead game designer for this game. But yeah, so that was the end of Sonic Colors. Good game. Also, yes, that's what it says on the Mars Electric. Aha. I learned that from Did You Know Gaming. Did you know? But anyway, yeah, I should give my thoughts. So Sonic Colors, yeah, it's this game is good. You know, at the time it came out, it was seen as quite the return to form, you know, because obviously, you know, prior to this we were getting games like Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, Secret Rings, you know, and obviously Black Knight and Unleashed were seen as bad games at the time. So for a lot of people, this was a big triumphant return for 3D Sonic, and some would argue that it's the best. Like, some would even go as far as to say it's the first good 3D Sonic game, which I obviously don't agree with. That's complete bullshit. It's not even my favorite 3D Sonic game. Like, that still goes to Sonic Adventure 1. This is a really solid game, though. It has a lot of really fun levels. I love the theming. The controls feel good. The wisps are implemented nicely to the point where, like, you're never really forced to use them. But they do add a lot to the gameplay. Getting the S ranks is also fun. Hunting the red rings is also, like, surprisingly a lot of fun. I'm someone who doesn't generally like to 100% games. But, you know, getting the red rings in colors is genuinely a lot of fun, and actually, like, it gave me a lot more appreciation for this game, more than I already had. But this game is just genuinely really good. Like, it's very polished. It's a really solid game. You know, obviously I know the dialogue isn't for everybody, but even then it's like the story is pretty good, you know, it's pretty fundamentally Sonic, you know. It's like the classics, you know, he's saving helpless creatures against, you know, being, you know, subjected to Dr. Robotnik's torture. And, you know, it's very much classic in that kind of aspect. So, yeah, it's a fun game. I get people's complaints with it, you know, maybe there is a lot of 2D and whatnot. Maybe some of the levels are a little bit filler and kind of break the pace, but, like, at the end of the day, none of that is enough to make me, you know, dislike this game or not want to revisit it or anything like that. Like, it's just a really goddamn solid game from start to finish, and at the time, this was what the franchise needed. The franchise needed a game like this at the time. I know that people forget that now, with how hated this game is, like, in the fan base, but, like, this game had to be the way it is. Like it or not. And, you know, I know that this game influenced a lot of games after it, but it's not this game's fault. You know, they just learned the wrong things from this game. You know, Sonic Forces overusing 2D was a wrong lesson. Sonic Lost World bringing back the wisps and forcing their implementation in the worst way possible was not Colors' fault. You know? It's just a byproduct of them learning the wrong lessons, and, you know, that would continue to happen, but, you know, at the end of the day, we shouldn't pin that on this game exclusively, because that really isn't the case. It really isn't this game's fault that things were that way. Like, you know, the game reviewed well, the game sold really well, so they're like, yeah, let's just keep doing what we did there, except without understanding what made it actually work for this game. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on it. Is it safe here to say I prefer colors over generations? I can see it. I can see why. I mean, I'm a huge Generations fan, and guys, I am so excited because it's actually the next game we're playing. Can you believe that? I'm actually so hyped to do Generations again. Such a good game. Such a good game. Listen, man, if there are 100 Sonic Generations fans, I'm one of them. If there are 10 Sonic Generations fans, I am one of them. If there is one Sonic Generations fan, it's me. And if there is 0 Sonic Generations fans, I am dead. That's just how it be. Also, Speak With Your Heart is a nice ending theme. I actually like it a lot. Mods animation. I don't know if the credits are skippable. Peek next. Did Matsu Japan animate Sonic, or was it the Russian department? I don't know. I didn't even know there was a Russian department. Did what things have they done? Just out of curiosity. Next stream is going to be short. Yes. Generations is definitely a short game. But my god, if it ain't the most fun I've ever had with a 3D Sonic game, regardless of its length, like, I'd be just lying. I'd be lying to you if I told you it wasn't. I love Sonic Generations. It's my favorite 3D Sonic game. It's my 3rd favorite game in the entire series. And dude, it's so good. I'm gonna be gushing. I just want to let you know now. There is going to be so much gush for the Sonic Generations playthrough, so just be ready for that. Just be ready for that. I am the biggest Sonic Generations dick rider you'll ever find. Like, genuinely. Like, it was the first mainline Sonic game. Actually, no, it wasn't. Was it the first? No, Sonic Adventure was the first mainline Sonic game I played. Never mind. It was one of the first. It was the second. I played Sonic Adventure, Sonic Generations, then I think it was Sonic and Knuckles. So I kind of got to experience like every era. I got a bit of classic, I got a bit of adventure era, I got a bit of modern era. All at once. So that was nice. Well, modern at the time, I guess, because, you know, this game came out 13 years ago. And Generations 12. Which is actually insane. I've been a Sonic fan for 12 years. Like... What the hell? That's a long time to be dedicated to this franchise, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm such a fanboy for Sonic Generations. Me too, man. Me too. We're going to be gushing together. We're going to be gushing together. If there are negative 1 Sonic fans, then I am transcended to the next dimension. Yes. Mazda Japanese Russian company, so they have departments in both countries. Oh. Wow, I actually didn't know that. I thought they were just Japanese. Cool. Sonic Generations is my favorite 3D Sonic game. Bro, it's so peak. It's so goddamn peak, man. Oh my god, I'm ready. I'm ready for Generations. I'd say Generations is top 10, but not top 5. That's fair. I think Generations legally has to be at least a top 10 for every Sonic fan. There's no way it's not. Like, I really just wish it were longer and it had more of a story. That's literally all of my complaints about it. Like, that game is, like, to me, that game is at least a 9 out of 10. Like, it is the definition of a 9 out of 10. It just has a couple things that keep it from being absolute perfection. But man, if it isn't close. Man, if it isn't close. Because, you know, there's no such thing as a perfect Sonic game, except for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, of course. That's the best game in the series, by far. Literally a 10 out of 10. Best 2D platformer of all time. Best video game of all time, in my opinion. And no, I'm not memeing. It is. Looks like I have competition. You might just. Let's do a Sonic Generations dick riding contest. Let's see throughout that whole stream who can be the biggest Gens dick rider of all time. I guarantee you it's me. I forgot this was the era where they started making credits like insanely long. Can I skip it? No, I can't. I guess we're watching it. I guess we're watching it. I'm gonna be half gushing. I'm gonna be half the gushing happening tomorrow. Nice. It got mods and they make it a better experience. It already is. Exactly. Exactly. Unleashed is perfect. Okay, now that's cap. We're literally lying. Unleashed has flaws. Like very apparent flaws. I think it's a really good game, don't get me wrong, but like Unleashed has very obvious things I can point out and go, yeah, that's a problem with the game. But Generations like barely has that, barely, in my opinion. In fact, all I need to say for Unleashed is medal collecting. Medal collecting is the big thing where I'm like, yeah, that's what stops me from like replaying this game. And like, I don't really like to go back to the Werehog stages. Like, I don't mind them, but like the daytime stages are really the highlight. And obviously, Colors and Generations really just expanded on that by essentially making that the entire game. And you know, in that case, it's just, man, it's so good. It's so good. But obviously, Unleashed beats the shit out of something like Forces. Like let's, that's not even a contest. Like, obviously. And yes, before anyone asks, we will be playing Sonic Forces. Unfortunately. Damn, this game only had 3 playtesters? Or maybe that was just for that specific branch of Sega. These are some long-ass credits. There are 3 credit songs. That's how long this is. Actually, Sonic Blast is the best. I mean, listen, man. If you like having your toenails like slowly ripped off like right in front of you and you can't do anything about it, then like yeah, that's when Sonic Blast would be a peak Sonic game. But I mean, other than that, everyone sleeps on Sonic Adventure 5 on Game Boy. Facts. I've been telling them about Sonic Adventure 5 on Game Boy. Don't forget about Sonic 4 for the Super Nintendo. Sonic 4 for the Super Nintendo is what the Sonic franchise should be. Let's be real here. PhysX by Nvidia. The improved classic Sonic one really made me not so hard when I played it. Dude. We should 100% do a Sonic Generations like mod stream. Where we just run through a bunch of Gens mods like all at once. It would be very funny. I'd have to make sure it doesn't break though, obviously. But yeah. Bro, it's a fucking Wii game. How much does Sega spend on this game? Clearly a lot. Clearly a lot. Like, listen, man. They went hard. They went hard. Like, obviously, you know, Generations was in development when this game came out. So this game, like, you know, obviously despite it being a mainline game, was really a side piece to distract people until Gens came out. But like this game just holds its own in so many ways. Like, it's just such a good game. Such a good game. I'm tired of the hate this game gets. I really am. Like, it's so unwarranted. I think it's from younger people though. It's really from a lot of younger fans who, like, don't really get it. But this game was important when it came out. And, like, for years, this was considered one of the best games in the franchise. But, you know, nowadays, it's, like, it's just cool to hate on it because it's just the trending thing to do. And I think Sonic Colors Ultimate really didn't help that either. So, yeah, you know. By the end of the day, a good game is a good game, and those of us, and you know, all of us in chat can recognize that. So I appreciate you guys for being, you know, not silly individuals. But of course, you know, if you don't like this game, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have that. I should stress, you are entitled to your opinion. If you don't like Sonic Colors, that's perfectly fine. I understand, but you know, at the same time, to call it an outright bad game would be a lie. Like, this is objectively not a bad game. It got some certain abilities added to the lad. It did. I really like Sonic's running animation in this game. It's got some nice bounce to it, I agree. I can't believe Sega got Cash literally a month before they blew up. I know, that's crazy. You told me about that before. Yes, it's your opinion, nothing else. Foreshadowing? This is foreshadowing, actually. One of the few times where they actually had continuity during this era. Which we'll find out at the end of Sonic Generations, so stay tuned for that. Well, there we go. I guess that's it. Eggman, Orbot, and Cubot fucking die. Did Eggman rebuild a new Orbot and Cubot after this game, or did he get them back from space? Oh yeah, because in the cutscene in Generations, he like leaves them behind. That's a good point. I guess maybe he did just rebuild them. I mean, they're not even in Generations at all. But yeah, also you can move the camera on this menu, by the way, at the start here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so that's going to be it for Sonic Colors. So thank you guys for watching. I'll absolutely be tuned in for Peak. Yes, sir. You know the drill. You know the drill. Final thoughts. Cubot carried. Yes, he absolutely did. But hey, if you also want to tune into Peak, make sure to follow the Twitch page right now, because you can join us for when we go live, and then we do other really cool stuff. You know, we want to get to 50 followers, and once we do, we can do some cool sub goals and all that kind of stuff. So you can make me do funny stuff if you want. It'll be quite a good time. And also, the Discord server will also be opened at 50 followers, and we can all chat and have a good time. And if any of you do art and stuff, we'll also have like an art bit for you guys who might be creatively inclined, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that'd be a cool thing. Sorry I didn't get to talk much. I had lots of sorting to do. It's all good. What I know you like Sonic Colors. You're a big Sonic Colors enjoyer. It's one of your favorite Sonic games, Emma. So at least you could be here to watch. But yeah, anyways, if you also want to know when the streams are going live, go over and follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, of course. In fact, the URL actually still says Twitter, so I'm just going to call it Twitter. But yeah, so if you can go follow us on there. You can know when we go live, and we can do... you can see my other posts and stuff like that. I post funny stuff every now and then. So if you like a good goof and a gaff, then go follow us there. I can help with Discord if you want. I will 100% consult you for that. So yeah, we'll all discuss it together. We'll all discuss it together when it gets made. We can do some cool stuff for it. And also, you know, if you didn't get to catch the whole stream, or if you want to go watch an older stream, we got a YouTube channel where we upload the VODs. You can watch all of the Sonic games that we played up to this point, and obviously past this if you're watching in the future, like some people do. Hello, welcome, hello from the past. And if you're like, look man, this content is too long, these streams are too long, the VODs, they're too long, you keep doing these streams, it's 3 freaking hours, man. I don't got 3 hours to spare, okay? Listen, it's all good because we got short form content on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So it's all there, easy for you to find. And yeah, clip Taste the Rainbow, we will be doing that. Living Tombstone, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. So thank you all for joining. I will see you guys next Tuesday for some Sonic Generations. So see you all later. Bye-bye. I love it, you guys. You guys are epic. Epic sauce. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.